Late shift glow on a cracked blue screen. You were taping wrists in a busted gym. 3 views, 2 likes, 1 wild dream. Everyone's saying you won't win. Cutscene edits in a borrowed room. Cheap ring ropes and a shaky cam. Every bruise blooms like a neon bruise. You just laugh, tighten up the band. Oh yeah, this is the rise of no limits. Underdog heart, double cross targets. Blood on the mat, spotlight on your chest. Till and chant your name, you ain't done yet. This is the rise of no holds Lex. Turn every doubt into a sharpened edge. From bedroom post to the main event. Crowd on their feet as you climb that fence. Coming floods like a wild red tide. Too small, too soft, you'll never thrive. You just cue the clip, let the tape rewind. Show the steel and you stare live side by side. Late night edits, coffee gone cold. Voice half gone from the play-by-play. Every cut frame like a story told. Every fall another price you'll pay. Hey, this is the rise of no holds Lex. Underdog heart, double cross, double-edged blood on the mat, spotlight on your chest. Hear 'em chant your name, you ain't done yet. This is the rise of no holds Lex. Turn every doubt into a sharpened edge. From bedroom post to the main event. Crowd on their feet as you climb that fence.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Clock slows down in the bright hard glare.
are you ready?
Ropes bend, strange sound, tears the air.
Let me know if you're ready in the chat.
One cut, one frame, then the canvas tilts. You stand, you swing, let the tension spin. V6 with the roaring feet. Every hit a frame, every frame a need. All that static fear starts burning clean. You scream your name into the machine. This is the rise of no holds Lex. Underdog heart, double cross, top ropes. Blood on the mat, spotlight on your chest. Hear 'em chant your
Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to take a little ride. We're about to take a little ride, ladies and gentlemen. Happy Sunday. We are about to enter that late night. You know, it's that time to grind, that time to have some fun and talk about all things WWE 2k26. You saw the title of the stream. I hope you guys have had a great weekend. We didn't upload a video yesterday, but we had a very late night stream on Friday night, and we had so much content that I just wanted you guys to take a little break from me. And trust me, I missed you guys dearly. So we are here back with yet another awesome stream. Hopefully, we're here to have some fun once again together. So there's a couple of things I want to talk about before I get into today's gameplay. We're going to definitely play WWE 2k26, but I want to see how you guys in the chat are feeling. We got 19 likes, 37 people in here immediately. Loving it, man. Thank you guys for tuning in. I've had a pretty solid weekend. It's been pretty good. What up, Bishop? But I do want to see everyone that's in here in the chat so I could give you a little shout out. I see we got Jesse, Bishop, Edward, Vash, Nick, WJ, Blade, Jesse, once again dropping in the emojis, MS. And Karduki, I don't know if he's still here, but I saw him a little bit ago too in the chat. I see you, I see you. You miss LWF so badly? Me too. I can't wait to do the next show. What up, Vin? What up, Finlay? I'm doing awesome. I finished all of World Tour. Oh my goodness. You finished World Tour. What up, Kevin? What up, Jose? Kyle's here. Donald. VJ, I see you, VJ. Yeah. What up, DJ? Where's OP Leader at? OP Leader's not here, is he?
Gets a taste of his own toxic medicine, and I expose him.
Gotta give you a shout out, Edward. You were telling me about the PS5 Pro getting an update with PSSR 2 for WWE 2K. Is that true?
Say his name and
He appears. I believe in Lex Hendry.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
What up, Kev? How's it going? I see you, leader. Okay. I said your name and you appeared. You're ready for season 2? A lot of people feel like they're not ready for any season. A lot of people are upset. Do you guys want to talk about that to start off the stream? I'm being toxic. How about this?
Gets a taste of his own toxic medicine, and I expose him.
Shucky, ducky, quack, quack.
What up, demon? What's going on? Should we hit the sirens already? Or should we hit the crickets? As Trick would say, let's talk about it.
What? Yeah.
2K26 is toxic? It is. It's supposed to be PSSR 2 with the update. I can't wait, man. Who confirmed it, though? Do you know who confirmed it? I did try Psycho Clown. Really nice add-on to the game, in my opinion. Feeling good. Been playing My Rise. Very enjoyable. One of my boys, Stunna, he said that he finished playing as a male superstar. One playthrough so far, and he really enjoyed it. I haven't started mine just yet. But I've heard from a lot of people that it's short and sweet, that it's pretty good, and that you just get the live events to stack up your star rating afterwards. Doesn't matter if the clown is in the game. I keep negative. Wait, what? You keep negative about universe mode? I hope it gets better. What do you mean? I can't remember, sadly. Sorry. Well, man, I just hope that it's true. That's all. I don't want to get my hopes up without seeing who's talking about it, you know? You're just starting yours? How are you enjoying it so far? Booker T's hilarious for the Stephanie Vaquer signature for sure. He goes insane. It's not as good as last year story-wise. Yeah, last year had all the twists and turns. You know, how many times are they really going to do all these twists and turns and actually get you? You completed all of the World Tour today, but I feel like World Tour completed me, man. Those are the hardest in the game. Bro, I can't believe you did it. Salute to you because it is difficult. So what is it that you guys want to start the stream with? What do you want to talk about? What's the topic you have in mind before we get into the gameplay? What do you guys want me to tackle first? My faction is the real toxic. Really is. It really is. Pretty good knocking out my rise matches. Nice. I'm sorry, I misspoke. I keep hearing negative things about and broken things about Universe Mode. Some people have had issues with it. Number 2 on Xbox ranked on my faction. Carduki's number 2? Yeah, they could make some bullshit up, exactly. More of the island, Lex Henry maybe? Well, no. I'm saying, what is it that you guys wanted to talk about first? I'm asking you guys in terms of topics, because I know a lot of people online are still upset about the ringside pass, which we had a whole stream about that on Friday. I saw a lot of people talking about how the game is predatory and being a scam, and then another post started going viral again. I got asked about it again, and, you know, like, how are you guys feeling? Have you found anything fixed in 2K since the patch? Honestly, I haven't played it a crazy amount since Friday. I will say that I started playing it on the Nintendo Switch. I started my journey on the Nintendo Switch finally. And unfortunately, I had an issue with the pin, like kicking out. There's some sort of, I guess, latency or like lag. Like there's like, it freezes. I don't know how to explain it, but it kind of like stutters. Are 2K developers still getting shit? I think so. They're gonna keep getting shit throughout the entire year at this point. What do you guys think? People are going back because of how bad it is. Talking about the servers, right? Is that what you're talking about, the servers? Because that I believe. Hold on a second. I'm turning on my console. Yeah, the servers. I figured you were talking about the servers. Alright, let's see if we could get this. Developers get what they give. Oh, I gotta switch out the... Gotta switch out the plug. Hold on. I think they got greedy. Yeah. They got a little greedy, to say the least. But I think they've always been greedy, to be honest with you. Well, we finally got it on. Thank you. Do you think 2K would be more greedy than EA Sports or less? I think they're about the same, man. Comparing greed with greed, I don't know if that does anything for me. EA would butcher WWE games? Maybe. Maybe they would, maybe they wouldn't. Who knows? We honestly don't know what it would be like. All right, so I got this muted. Let me mute this. Unmute this. All right. All right, so I got it all set up. I feel like this is one of those stories. People forget a lot of stuff. I just replayed 2K19 as it's my on your hard drive internally, and the lighting in that game is completely broken. Yeah, like the HDR in those games weren't great. Yeah, aren't they selling to Saudi Arabia? I think so. Yeah, they started Ultimate Team with Madden, and then it kind of just went into everywhere else. Do I agree with what exactly? You were watching just Brian earlier discussing universe mode? He streamed earlier?
CM Punk has always been a man of pride, a man with something to prove, but this is a huge risk he's taking entering this gauntlet. But when he wins here, there will be nothing left to prove to anyone. He will absolutely be known the world over as the best in the world.
If he wins here, and if he doesn't...
Hold on, actually, let me fix the HDR real quick. The draft is super bugged, really. I think the game runs amazing on the Switch, bro. Like, the fact that the Switch is able to run it as good as it does, it's impressive to me.
Might as well be Icarus. Each win is big for him here, but one loss brings this whole thing to a screeching halt.
Shoved that chair right at him. Orton playing mind games with the enemy.
Editing stuff in universe mode resets, does it?
Great aim on the toss chair.
Hooked up, and boom! The Viper in bad shape here.
Randy needs to decipher a solution to this situation fast. Randy predicted that hard-hitting calf kick finds its mark.
No!
With a Fez press, rapid fire right hands. And with an onslaught of strikes like that, it's clear they have nothing but punishment on their mind. Not so fast. Hurricane Rana. By the looks looks of that exchange, Randy may have just found an area in which he needs to improve.
Yeah, and this is the hostility Punk wanted to bring.
Calf kick finds the mark. A lot of factors come into play in a match like this, such as the luck or lack thereof from the draw.
Luck is for losers. Preparation and endurance is going to get you further than just
WrestleMania 41 lags a lot.
from up high. Punk now locks in that.
I don't know, man. I'm not sure.
Hoisted up and backbreaker.
With them fighting on the stage like this, there's no way this is going to end well.
Understatement of the year. Fighting on the stage only leads to disaster, believe me.
Turns that back on CM Punk. Snapping the neck. The stage was not designed to be a battlefield.
Best game since 2K14. I mean, it's their best game since they've been working on it in 22 to now. Yeah, and the girlfriend are talking about getting a Switch 2 by summer, save up some money. Well worth it, man. What game are you looking to play? Or what games?
No regard for their well-being.
4 days into it? Damn, you got a lot of playing time. You got more than me, that's for sure.
Sequence of reversals there.
Neckbreaker after the float over.
That was pretty.
He's in a bit of agony now. Tossed by the neck. And nothing good has ever come from fighting up on the stage.
Mounting their downed opponent and firing off a series of blows. And a stomp to the gut.
What up, Timothy?
Nicely done. Managing
That better be on any Mario game? Okay, okay.
high voltage core.
I love it. I'm sorry, but why are you apologizing? There's no need to apologize.
So much can go.
Forget what people say, man. If you're enjoying it, then you're enjoying it. How you liking Sparking Zero? I haven't played it yet, man.
Randy with a counter.
You got floor seats to Dynasty in April? Nice.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now.
They're doing another pay-per-view in April? I still haven't watched Revolution. I keep forgetting that Revolution happened last week.
Well, that's not very
I'm playing Forza on Game Pass, but I'm definitely going to be playing it day one.
And he is daring his opponent to face him with the steel chair.
Maybe I get it. I gotta get maybe the early edition so I could play it a couple days early or whatever.
Watch out. There's a seat for your face. This stage is no place for a battle. Cords, pyrotechnics, all kinds of danger.
Yeah, man. All these games are celebrating all these anniversaries. It's insane. Doing universe even though it's broke. What's going on with your universe? What up, Angry?
Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk. Calf kick on the money.
And the probability of serious injury just skyrocketed.
007 is coming in May. Yep.
Area.
I can't wait. I can't wait for that one.
He makes the choice to abandon the hold. Good contact.
Precarious place to have a brawl. The entrance stage.
I'm enjoying it. The only complaint is what I complain about with every other game. The loops in my faction to get a Persona card. Yep.
Looking for the suplex all the way.
That sucks, Chris.
Look at this power. Oh no.
Into a chop block.
Yeah, May seems pretty stacked. That John Wick game is going to be good.
And Punk is looking to the crowd for some support.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point. Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
Do you think with the complaints 2K will continue the purple bar? Yeah. Oh, for next year? I mean, I think they're going to tweak it this year at some point.
Hard punch.
Slam! Counter. He knew just what to do. Face first. All set up. And he just decides to end the whole thinking here. Taking head over heels. CM Punk looking to turn out the lights.
Go to sleep. Randy is on Dream Street. What's it gonna take to end it? It might be this. Down with a GTS.
Go to sleep.
Punk.
What up, Straight Edge?
Brought back into the ring from the floor now.
I remember that Punisher game, man.
No, stops the count at 2.
This is just fighting on pure instinct right now.
Makes a cover. A defiant kick out after 1.
Deep into this one and not even getting a 2 count.
Time to go for
You got the Switch Lite 3 games, a protection kit, micro SD from eBay. Oh, wow. I hope you got a good deal on it, man. Hope you got a good deal. I know a lot of people have been trying to take advantage of the market.
with a jawbreaker.
He wiggles out of the danger.
Face first. All set. Good work getting to the ropes, which ends the submission attempt.
CM Punk.
How did he reverse that with the purple bar, bro?
Done their homework.
Oh, I got the purple bar now, but he had it before.
Has to find a way out of this.
Just
And he's into the pin. And the count stopped short of 2.
Crazy, they even had this hot topic of a game on the Angry Joe show. Oh, yeah, because he's probably trying to rip 2K in half.
down here. Slips out of the way.
I know he don't really play these. What other games do you enjoy? Oh, man, I love baseball. I love basketball.
Gets countered there. Oh, man.
I love action adventure.
Uranagi connects. He's not
Love Spider-Man.
For some reason, he just broke his own submission hold.
CM Punk look.
Yo, he reversed me.
Well-placed elbow fights that off, and he's able to avoid that offense.
Cole, I think we know what the Viper's doing. Yeah, Randy Orton in position.
Hanging DDT.
Punk is shaky. The end of the track for him could be near.
Punk sidesteps out of that.
And with every additional hit to the head, he may get the 3 count right here. This is it. He couldn't hang on.
Marvel Maximum Collection. I'm not getting that one.
The gauntlet stops here.
When is that coming to Game Pass?
With Seth freaking Rollins.
When's the next patch? I don't even know, bro. You know what? I realized they haven't even released a new patch to the Wii yet. I mean, to the Switch. What up, Jaden? I gotta finish beating Requiem. I'm like 5 hours in here. I'm doing the gauntlet for CM Punk on the Switch too. Yeah, we just don't know when's the next patch. Yeah, this is on the Switch too. Isn't it crazy how good it looks? I know on the stream the colors are, for whatever reason, the HDR is captured a little washed, but yeah, bro, this is on the Switch too. You would never notice if it wasn't for the frame drops at times with the like cutscenes. It's impressive what this little console can do. Yeah, we're definitely getting an update with the DLC. You're right about that. Spent $200,000? What? 200 total. Oh, 200 total on the eBay purchase. Yeah, DLC pack comes out next month. Come on, man. You don't think Maximum Collection will be on Game Pass? Are you buying the Maximum Collection? Anybody else having crashing issues on Universe? Kelly DLC? Yeah, that's coming. You're gonna get it on Steam? I know why, so you can play it on the Steam Deck, huh? You forgot about the ping glitch? They said we were playing it wrong, they did? Oh damn, Edward, that's a lot. No, just a bug where my opponent would disappear. I'm stuck in a cutscene? Oh no. Having crashing issues on Universe? How many do I have? Games on PlayStation? I'm not sure, man. You need to figure out how to tell 2K through their support or like Twitter page. Hopefully they see it. There we go. He's like, oh. Am I doing the league anymore? The league never went anywhere, Monster. It's just the game needs to get updated first. I haven't spoken with Matt. Brian and Kenny, we were in a party on Friday for sure. I decided to open up the game, man. I ended up watching a couple different videos on YouTube just to make sure that it was running good. And it's running good for sure. It just needs to get updated a little bit. I really wanted it for the Switch too, man. For the Go and yeah, I love this game. It's been a lot of fun. Ringside Pass is right before WrestleMania. Look at it right here. I'm gonna be doing the unboxing video on the channel soon. You want in if possible? Yeah, when we get there for sure. I'm gonna open it up for everybody to join in. Gameplay's what counts, yeah, and the graphics look amazing. It's not going to be fun if you unlock everything and the save data gets corrupted. 100%. That's never been fun. Man, I'm sorry that I never unmuted the mic. I mean the gameplay. Yeah, the season pass is online based.
Spiked him. We've seen how damaging pile drivers can be, and that one looked particularly painful.
Punk is pulled in.
Uh-oh. Denied and reversed into a DDT.
Oh, fired back with a stiff shot to the face.
I gotta edit Batista.
Well-placed elbow to break up the maneuver.
You would like to be Jacob Fatu. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. But it's gonna come down to what number you are in the draft if he's available. You don't lose it when they sunset the servers. Exactly. I just hope that when they sunset the servers, they unlock it in some way, shape, or form for people to still be able to get it.
What can go wrong up there? What's Batista gonna do here?
Well, I think you'll still be able to get it through the game if you already owned it previously.
Thwarts the move by throwing an elbow into the midsection.
Doing battle on the stage, danger lingering everywhere.
Batista's opponent seeing him as more of a molehill than a mountain right now.
Yeah, and Punk had him well measured. Another unprotected shot straight to his head. A truly rough blow to the head, and it seems to be the main target here.
Will he get on with it already? This
The ringside pad really isn't bad. I don't like Showcase or Marais. I get you.
a great display of confidence, but he doesn't want to give his opponent added motivation.
Josh Alexander and them entering for a trios title. Wait, what?
Will he get on with it already? This is a fight.
I would love for them to keep giving us arenas. That's one of the things that I've always asked for them to do. So if they do 2 per season, that's great.
Behind it.
Reversal. He saw that coming. Here comes that rolling fireman's carry. Rolling through. Steel, glass, pyro, electrical. So many things on that stage have the potential to do some serious harm. And he has answers for Batista.
Rocked with an elbow.
A plethora of ways to get imaginative up there, none of which are sanctioned by the WWE. Bang! Crucial counter there. What a beaut. Turns that into a suplex. Blocked the effort and cut them off with a shot to the gut.
Batista got out.
How does he get that and not get gassed out? That's tough.
Really looks like nothing can contain.
But I get the purple bar there.
The animal now looking to muscle up his opponent.
They still haven't fixed the Raw announce table for SummerSlam? That's crazy. Yeah, I know I got a Tom, but he's right on me. I got to drop him first.
Able to slip out of that situation.
Everyone is on their feet in this building. Absolutely showing the respect for all the exertion these athletes are putting each other through. Neck breaker after the float over. That was pretty. And nothing good has ever come from fighting up on the stage.
Not that taunt? Yeah, not that taunt.
Oh, what an axe handle. And that might have tamed the animal there.
2K fumbled what?
Batista able to counter.
I walk alone.
A little cockiness here from Batista.
You gotta turn on the blood in the settings. That much I do know.
Big time height on that kick.
They put the ECW theme in the game. Which one?
CM Punk now looking to finish the job here with a GTS. That could finish Batista off.
Ah, you thought I was gonna stay in there waiting for you, bozo. Let's take him to the top of the damn Tron. I'm getting bruised and abused. Did you guys see CM Punk's back?
Punk is determined right now.
Oh man, I'm in trouble. I'm in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. Trying to save my chair for a little later. You can't find the settings. You gotta go into the settings in the options menu, and then go ahead and scroll down to where it says blood.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot dogging around.
I want a new Nitro arena.
Over neck breaker. Picture perfect.
Doing battle on the stage. Danger lingering everywhere.
Damn, he reversed my shit, man.
Counters here. Opportunity now for Punk to capture some momentum. He's just running on pure instinct right now, and it's working. Still fighting back. Look at him go.
What happened to Steve Corino? I don't know. I'm not sure.
Spin kick to the midsection. Momentum is really on Punk's side.
Batista
No problem, Edward. Happy to help.
resiliency now.
Arm wringer.
But pumped in the mouth.
Huge kick connects. Listen to this place. It's electric. A strong head scissors application.
Bonus DLC? I mean, it's always possible to get extra characters like they did last year, but
Incoming. A little cockiness here from Punk.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point.
wait, what? Meet and greet CM Punk or Roman Reigns? It's whoever you like the most.
Release back suplex.
Damaging the arm. He has his target weighed and measured.
Shit. He got me.
Batista.
Trying to turn on the AC, man.
It's a Batista bump. And the agony has
Batista has been a pain in the ass right now.
tapping out in pain.
Of all time, Stone Cold is my favorite male. Favorite female, Trish Stratus.
Inside cradle applied, shoulders down.
Right now, this year,
Kicks out. Both competitors
Obafemi.
their well to keep this match going. Roll up here.
For female,
He's able to beat a 2 count.
JC Jane.
Still very much in this fight.
Beautiful. Float over neck breaker. Picture perfect. Spin kick to the midsection.
Come on, Batista. Sick of you. This year they really screwed up.
And CM Punk looking for support from the crowd.
Actually getting a little hungry. Bro, this shit looks awesome, man. I am impressed that they're able to have this game running as good as it runs on here. I mean, there is some drops on the frames.
Stalling for time here.
It's not like 60 flawless, but still good. The game definitely adjusts itself really well. And it has everything from the PS5 and Xbox Series, so it's pretty impressive, man. It's an impressive little console, that's for sure.
And he's releasing the hold. I guess he might have something else in mind here.
And Punk clearly ready for a fight here.
What's going on, pro wrestling shooter?
Barbaric clubbing.
I saw you comment on the stream the other day when I was live, man. But I think when I acknowledged that you had ridden, you were already gone. It was on Friday, I believe. Christian Cage and Angelina Love, those are your favorite. Stone Cold and Sable, now Brock Lesnar and Rhea Ripley. That's a good pick. Ooh, okay, we got it. Come on. I was locked in. Yeah. I was locked in. Now I'm trying to see if I complete the gauntlet here on the Switch now. Oh no, The Rock. Barricades don't take damage? What do you mean? What up, Matrix? You know, and you know what's funny? That the game on my screen looks better than on the stream. I don't know why the like the Nintendo Switch colors, they look a little washed. I think it's the HDR settings, really. Wait, let me see if it looks a little better if I do this. Hold on. Maybe it'll do the color correction. Nah, it's still the same. It does look a little washed in comparison to what I see on my OLED TV, but you know, you could see that they downgrade the hair texture a little bit. Like if you want to nitpick, you could see shit. You could see a downgrade. What up, Elite? You could see a downgrade the hair texture just a little bit. You know, some of the visuals, like you could just notice. But there's no need to pick it apart because the fact that this console runs it as clean as it does, when you throw someone to a barricade, it's supposed to do damage, but it doesn't. Oh, like right here, look, this is 30 frames per second, which this was also a big difference between last gen and current gen in previous years. And you know, they could probably do a better job optimizing the game too, because if you look at like Resident Evil, for example, bro, Resident Evil looks so amazing on the Switch too. I almost forget that I'm playing it on the Switch too. Like this game, you know that you're playing it on the Switch too in comparison to like PS5 or Xbox. But the Resident Evil game, I legit forget that I'm playing it on the Switch too, and I feel like it just comes down to the type of game and the optimization that the team did. One hell of a job. This game, for how big it is and like the grandness of it, for sure they killed it. But you know, I feel like nitpicking into the details when it looks as good as it already does is kind of silly, because they did a good job with it. And I had it sealed for a couple of days. And I'm like, man, I don't know if I want to open it. I'm not too sure. I may return it, switch it out, whatever. I ended up opening it, bro, because I was like, I really want to have this on the Switch. I really want to have this for handheld mode, not just like the Steam version. I want to have it physical too for my collection. So I ended up opening it after all, right here. Look at it right here, This beautiful little case. No. All right, Rocky, run back. So The Rock, last time I beat him, like by now I should have had at least 3 finishers, but I had to use a little extra finisher on Batista. He kind of wore me down a little too much. I should have had I should have had 3 finishers ready to do the Avalanche Pepsi Plunge. My props to Nintendo for making a beautiful game on handheld. Well, they made a beautiful handheld console, yeah. If only one can stay, which would you prefer, Resident Evil or Silent Hill or Last of Us? Last of Us, 100%. I like Alan Wake too. It's funny because I really love The Last of Us and Alan Wake, and I just got into the new Resident Evil, but Last of Us is my favorite game of all time, man. No comparison. You know, I think people wouldn't be as annoyed as they are with the circle, the purple circle, if the computer didn't manage their purple circle so good. Because I feel like the computer manages theirs like amazing. It almost makes them feel indestructible. That's the big disadvantage with the stamina bar turning into the purple meter. But I love the sweat detail, the skin detail. I mean, shit. It's crazy. Yeah, Vash, 100%. 100%. All right, since I know The Rock is going to take so much, I'm just going to try to take him to the top rope here. Put his ass to bed. GTA Mafia or Watch Dogs, as much as I love Mafia 2, as much as I love Watch Dogs 1. Oh no, he reversed me. Oh no, and then he got me with this shit. I'm cooked, ladies and gentlemen. Yep. That's all she wrote. I knew it. And I'm sorry, I forgot to unmute the game. I went in to do the avalanche. Look at the sweat though, bro. I wish it... Let me see, can I fix the colors? Let me see if I can fix the colors. Can't believe that happened, man. You sent me a clip today. I'll check it out. Damn, I don't even remember how far I got. That was disheartening. I feel demoralized after that one. I can't even front. Yo, we got 80 people here, 50 likes. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me give y'all a little shout out. Let's unmute here real quick with the little horns. Shout out to all y'all tuning in and having some fun with me tonight, man. All right, let's try to have the perfect gauntlet match. Let's try to have the perfect gauntlet match.
Nothing left to prove to anyone. He will absolutely be known the world over as the best in the world.
Come on.
If he wins here, and if he doesn't, Punk's moniker.
Yeah, the thumbtacks getting stuck is awesome. Even though on the Switch they haven't fixed it.
But one loss
Doesn't get stuck on the Switch.
thing to a screeching halt.
Always good to be here hanging, man. I'm always happy to be here with y'all, that's for sure.
Oh, he knows the power he wields right now, holding that chair.
Oh, didn't see that one coming. This is just turning into a savage display of violence.
So I'm doing this so I could get a head start. So we don't waste too much time on Randy.
No need to keep on doing this.
Solid bit of defense on his part there.
So I feel like if we could get Randy out quick, we could make our way through everyone else. You great, man. Thank you. Appreciate that, Edward. 11 hours to get Triple H. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get him or Drew McIntyre. Like, can I just take a second just to tell you guys something? Let me see where your mind is at for the people that are here right now in the community. Is there any way that, you know, you can join the My Faction game mode and play it without feeling like you got that FOMO? Like, if you miss a card, does it really bother you? Or can you guys actually just say, hey, you know, I'm gonna play it because I want to play it. Screw the money. I just want to play the challenges that are available to me. Because that's how I play it personally. I don't like the predatory take. I don't like the money spending. I don't like going for every card, knowing that I'm not going to get every card because I'm not going to spend the money on that mode. That mode is like really the most toxic thing about gaming, that these digital cards that don't last year to year end up getting erased. So I just play the mode and take what I can get. But is there any way you guys can do that? No, I know. I'm saying if you were to play my faction. Don't forget to hit that like. What up, Sins? Haven't seen you in a while, man. What's going on with you? What's going on, bud? It's almost impossible for free players spending real life monies. Yeah, but almost impossible in what way? Listen to what I said, though. Like playing whatever challenge you could play and doing the stuff that's there for you to do for free. Like, forget about impossible of pulling a certain card or doing every single challenge, getting every single card, every single persona. I'm talking about just playing whatever's available to you. I play my faction for all the available cards when they become available in the market. You will do it, no money spent. Same here, same here. Yeah, they had Collision in 2 nights. Really? Last night? Slam Dunk Edition, basically a split recording into 2 nights. Oh, how was that? Nothing much, Sins. How you been, bro? How was your vacation? How's NBA 2K this season treating you? Because I thought it was ass. I took a break off of it since they're doing the whole college stuff. I'll probably play it a lot more next season. I sold the cards that I had that were sellable, so I could buy some new cards whenever they drop some good stuff. I would do World Tour, but I'm stuck until you get Nia Jax. How do you get Nia Jax? That's my next question. Like, because I wanted to see who was stuck where and how do they feel of certain things. So you're saying you need Nia Jax. How do you get her? Aftershock pack. So forget it. We're not finishing World Tour. You and I, because we ain't spending that money. But will you play the other stuff that you can play? Like, what if they add her later, you know? I'm so sick of seeing everyone diss the game. Will fork out the cash to buy it. Are stupid, just plain and simple. Makes no sense at all, like you bought the game. You know, one thing that I will agree with you on, Jared, is that saying that it's a scam is kind of crazy when the game literally advertises everything. Like, it's pretty clear if you read up on it. And I know that not every single player reads up on everything or follows up with, you know, content creators or any of the outlets. But if you read their blogs, like the breakdown of the game, they give you all the information that what the game has to offer. So I think that buying a game blindly for $150 is like you're almost psyching yourself out, in my opinion, if you don't know everything that you're buying for $150. Like, I like doing the research to know exactly what I'm spending the 150 or whatever the amount is, you know. I think it's way better than last year, Sins. I think it's way better. Like, gameplay is so much nicer, and the ragdoll physics and like the improvements that they added feel real nice. It makes it feel like a new game. Imagine if you had a 10 count. Oh man, that would make this match so beautiful. We'd be mopping the floor. I think card games should be physically played like poker. Oh, no doubt. Hold on, I want to read. Let me see what they said. They put in some work this year. Yeah, they definitely did put in some work. I mean, you know the usual sense because you play NBA, so you're familiar with their predatory stuff with the VC and the microtransaction and the battle pass and all that money stuff. But you know, since you already know about that, I'm going to tell you about the other stuff that you don't know, which is like the core gameplay, the animations, and the characters that they've added, and the way they've rolled out the rewards. I think is something to really cheer about in terms of like enjoying the game for me. Man, my girl spent 150 and I'm not buying shit for there. I'm just gonna play it out. Fuck it. Exactly, Paul. That's what I'm saying. Like, you don't want to spend any more money. She'll be in the card market. Exactly. It was dope, Brody. All went well and weather was great. Thank goodness. I haven't touched this season either, really. Rewards were pretty ass. Exactly, bro. Been taking a break too. Nice. I'm glad. You hype for Devil Born Again? I want to see the new season, but I got to catch up. I didn't even buy for 150 and get it annually. Yeah, I actually split it with my friend Stunna. I didn't pay the 150 either. Thinking of getting either Silent Hill 2 Remake or Silent Hill F or Mafia Old Country. Those are 3 good games from what I've heard. I don't know if 2K advertised server errors and save data corruption. Yeah, and I know that you're being a smartass by saying that, but the ringside pass was broken down deep. And the other stuff that people are saying they feel scammed about was broken down pretty deep. So in terms of server errors and save data corruptions and those glitches, that's pretty obvious they didn't advertise that. That's definitely a problem that is now known post-launch with whatever issues the game came with. You know, that's the baggage the game came with. They gotta fix that. They gotta get to that. There's no way around it. But saying that you got scammed because of the way that they handled the other stuff, I feel like there's a bigger bone to pick with them versus targeting that one specifically. That's what I think. I think that there's far bigger fish to fry than saying that you got scammed because of the ringside pass or the endless grind. Like, there's people actually saying that completing the ringside pass takes 1,000 matches. Like, people legit have said that. So that, you know, it's a choice to not be informed at that point. Oh man, I don't have time to do 1,000 matches. I mean, if you're losing 1,000 times, I guess, yeah, but you know, you need to have 237 wins. I've done the math to do the entire season. 237 wins. And if you play faction or island, you get bonuses. No, each tier is less than 10 matches. Do the math. It's 800 XP per tier. You get 135 per win. It's actually about 6 matches. I mean, 6 wins. Like, I gotta specify that. 6 wins. 237 wins, and you're gonna win. You're gonna finish the entire battle pass. Oh, I totally agree with that. I totally agree with that, Ace. You can't add the battle pass if this game is launching with any kind of issue that has any tie into the server. No doubt about that. We can't justify that. No way. The boys getting on tonight? Not sure, man. You're losing a few? Yeah, for sure. Me too. It's gonna take more than 6 matches for some, but I mean, look, if you put it on easy because of the skill gap or whatever, and you tend to win a lot more often, then there's nothing wrong with that. The AI is way more difficult than previous years. Update on Brian. Social's been quiet. Is he good? I don't know, man. I haven't talked to him. Hit him up. I'm sure he'll reply. He has a Discord. You could hit him up there. The chair is up there, man. I can't use it, and I'm taking too long with Randy once again. I'm a little distracted right now, having a good conversation with y'all, which is fine. I don't think we're gonna be able to handle Randy Orton like that. Yeah, but the server errors and corrupted data that people are having overall. He's not talking about like the ringside stuff. Yeah, the online is filled with spamming. 100%. I actually just enjoy the gameplay. Same here. Same here. Look, like, I'm only mad about the match types missing online. Same here. I'm mad. I mean, not only about that. I'm definitely mad about that for sure. I stay away from... When I'm not in a personal circle, I stay away from hitting personal stuff. Even if it's, hey, brother, you're okay. I feel that, man. I feel that. Yeah, but I don't ask him that either. It's just, it's the weekend, you know? Everybody's trying to cool it.
Unlucky situation for Rollins. Oh, clothesline.
I'm sure he's all right. I'm sure he's just pumped so much time into WWE and he's taking a break.
Leaving his own hype a bit. Has him wrangled.
And what a throw!
I don't think people realize the amount of strength it takes to hurl someone like
Like, we talk and we've played WWE and things like that, but it's not like we talk all the time, you know? You see how that they gotta fix. We could talk about that.
More will it take? Boom!
Oh, the jumping of the Diesel. Yeah, now that you say that, I haven't talked to him since.
Looking for the submission.
I haven't talked to him. I gotta get out of the ring. No, the blurriness, I'm not even sure what's causing it for the on PlayStation and Xbox. I'm not sure.
just barely, but it counts. Rollins is feeding off the WWE.
What up, Omar? Yeah, like I don't mean to sound like if you guys think that I'm like defending, I'm not trying to defend them. Like I've said before, I'm not going to defend a corporate company, man. I'm on the side of the gamers. The part that I don't understand is like giving a company $150 without doing research.
Down for the count.
Like that kind since I'm not that kind of fan, you get me? Ringside pass should be illegal because you aren't guaranteed to keep the rewards. You are going to keep the rewards, of course you are. So here's the thing, because people are like, oh, they made battle passes, you pay for the battle pass. Like, at the end of the day, the DLC characters were always going to have a season pass, right? They give you the characters within the first 20 levels, and I understand that for some that sounds like the end of the world, but like the ringside pass, is still rewarding whether you like it or not.
There's plenty of ways this could go wrong fighting up on the stage like this. And Rollins
Yeah, we could talk about that. They gave us the Monday Night War edition and didn't give us, like, you know, the new Nitro Arena, and they didn't. But I think that the reason why they've been hush-hush about all that clapback is because I'm pretty sure we're going to have themed seasons at some point.
and he stops that offense.
It just seems logical, like, that they're targeting to have themed seasons. Like, oh, the Attitude Era season, or, like, you know, just silly little things like that that could, you know, get the ringside marketing going.
Rollins known to be irritating.
Yeah, you know, so those people, if they're not under contracts with WWE, it kind of is what it is. See, Ace, but how can you worry about something that's happening in 4 years? We haven't gotten there. We don't know when the servers shut down. If they put the games, usually when they're tied to the servers like that, they release a, like, what's it called? Like one of those like post-life patches or whatever it's called. I don't remember the word. If someone out there can help me, you could be so kind to help me. It's called like post something. That chair is a true superstar. Hell yeah. What up, gato? Que lo que? Que lo que? I don't know what the word is now, ladies and gentlemen, but it's post something. Like, the crew messed up with the first game they ever did that with, but the second game they did that. No, not postpone. No. Yeah, but you lose the special editions and are useless at that point. But isn't that the case with every game? For the most part. Yeah, I know that it says that, and games that are tied to servers say that. But that's what I'm trying to explain to you. Like, when they're gonna hit the kill switch on the servers, like, that is something they need to answer at that point in time. You get me? Like, how are they gonna make that pulse? Dude, I really don't know what it's called right now. Man, I really wish it was. I wish I could remember the word. Shit! I'm gonna lose this. I'm gonna have to use resiliency, man. Oh, no, I'm not. It's saying that right now because that's where it's at with the game, but I haven't seen SmackDown yet. No. I can't remember the freaking wording right now. But you guys get what I mean. Like, when the game goes offline and they're about to, like, go off grid. You worked at IGN for 4 years. Yes, bro. I get that that's happened, and I understand that that even if you worked in the field, I get that that's the case with certain games. But I'm giving you an instance that worrying about that right now, that's like a couple of years away. They got to answer that question eventually, but the Crew 2 did it. It's like exactly end of life patch. The Crew 2 right now received a patch that everything that you've downloaded, everything that you've worked for, the level up and post life, like you could log into the Crew 2 and you will have your things post life, like even though the servers are not going to be up eventually. Like, there's games that do that. There is a way to do it. They just need to have that ready to roll. And I don't know if they're going to go out of their way to do that. We don't know. And I'm not saying that they will either. I'm just saying, you know, we don't know. This is an issue that they can and should address at some point. But when will that be? Probably in, like, what, 3-4 years? When is it that they kill the servers? That's not true either. When a game goes offline, every game that I've ever purchased digitally, I still have in my library, even though they're not purchasable and they've gone off. Even when they've been pulled from the store and nobody could buy it anymore. Like, look, I'll give you an example. Forza Horizon 4 is no longer being sold digitally in any storefront. And I bought it on Steam, and because I bought it before, I still have it in my library. I could download it whenever. Game feels good on the Switch. You know, you got to keep in mind that you're playing it on a way less powerful console. And it's doing all it can to keep it up. Talking about the DLC, Evil Within is no longer in the storefront, but you go to PlayStation website, you can download it. Yeah. I understand. I could only talk to you about, like, what I've seen with, like, the Crew and other games, like Forza. Forza, I have DLC purchased and I was able to still download it regardless of the fact that it's been taken down. But I think I mean, I'm still able to play that game online, so it just depends on the studio. It depends on the developer. It just depends. Yeah, it does suck. There's no way around that. That part we can agree on. It does suck. Just like I think it sucks, man, that I'm going to be honest with you. With the way that they've been updating these games, I don't see myself playing this game in like 4 years because the new game is always better than the last. Now, I get that there's going to be some missing characters, and that's what's going to make you want to come back. So at the end of the day, you paid for something. You should be able to have it. They should be able to patch it.
Time to go for a ride. Bang! What a move. We knew the ring couldn't contain them, but taking this fight to the ring entrance proves their true disdain.
I just get in where I fit in. That's how I am too, Angry. That's what I was talking about earlier. I was trying to spark that conversation because I feel like, you know, people don't play my faction at all. They have no interest in playing my faction at all, which, you know, you don't like it, you don't like it. But people don't play it, and they'll focus on just get like, you know, being upset at people who do play it, even if it's no money spent. Being upset that it's in the game, even though they haven't played it. They're looking at ways to phase out physical games as well. Oh, but dude, that's been an issue. Like, I laugh when people bring up that. I'm not laughing at you, but I laugh when people bring up that topic now. Like, if that hasn't been happening for how long now? I'm a collector, and I've struggled so hard to buy certain movies that get out of print or get sold out, or they don't even release it till X amount of time, till a distributor actually gives a shit about putting it out. And being a fan of these things, like this form of media, you know, we did this to ourselves, though. Yeah, the crew won. They got a huge clapback from the community, and that's why they did good on the crew 2, because the crew 1, they totally messed it up. And it's crazy because the crew 1 actually had cutscenes and a storyline which would have made the playable long beyond its life that it lasted. Yes, exactly. So you know exactly what it's like, Gaming Rev. You know exactly what it's like. That you collect games, and you've told me that you sell, and you know the value and the prices of things. You know, it's ridiculous that, you know, people like us that appreciate physical media and this form of our fandom, we have to conform to the reality that the majority of the people have loved the digital stuff. And there's people that have caused trends and conversations, and, you know, now physical media has kind of like resurfaced a little bit with the like nostalgia trip that some people are having. So, you know, physical media has definitely had a small return to form, with companies now trying to put in an effort to make certain special editions. And, you know, like there's like a niche within a niche audience out there that are getting back into it, or into it in the first place, discovering it. But what about all the other people that have allowed for digital to become a thing? Like, for me personally, guys, look, the way that I look at this is, how can I make this work to my favor? People see the importance of physical media whenever the PSN and Xbox server goes down. And kind of. People see the importance of the servers having good stability and a good customer support system more than the actual importance of physical media. Because if they cared about the importance of physical media, things wouldn't be where we're at right now. Like, we as a society, as like a global society, have allowed for this to happen. So for me personally, is like, if I want to enjoy something and I want to give it a go and see how it works, I'm against digital collecting 100%. I actually gave it a go. I started buying some of my movies digitally. It felt empty. I didn't care for that. I didn't enjoy myself as much as like having the movie on the shelf like I typically have. I have a solid digital collection, sure. But I realized by trying it that shit sucked. And the only good thing about it was that I could share my collection with friends digitally, and they were and family, and they were able to benefit from me having it digital versus giving them a CD that they'd lose or never give back or even scratch. So that was the upside to that. Cool, fine. I found like a gray area to enjoy. But when it comes to games, I thought, well, how can I make digital collecting work in my favor? I can't trade in the game anymore to GameStop or Craigslist, OfferUp, whatever. I can't go about it like back then where I would buy a game. If I really wanted to keep playing it, I would, or I would sell it, buy it back, sell it, buy it back, and just kind of make my money off of it till I was bored of it, I guess. Now you buy it digital, it's permanently there, kind of just wasted on your account, and you wasted all this money for the most part beyond enjoying it, right? Because the joy that it gave you, that's not a waste. That is value that it really gave you that you were able to take away from that experience. But I still didn't feel satisfied because I'm like, I'm not going to buy this for the same exact price if I'm not going to be able to have this physically in my hand, like artwork printed. Like this right here, guys. This, to me, as stupid as it sounds, they have the game key card. I get it. I still rely on the server. I get it and all that. But this, to me, has value. I like having it in my shelf. I like having it stacked up with my other games. All this other things, I just don't like it. Digital sucks to me. But how did I make it work? When companies started doing DLCs and all these expansions and all these silly little freaking expensive things, and I'm using silly to not curse here in this particular moment, but all these things started happening with digital, and I said, you know what, bro? Me and my friend that we buy often and we have similar interest in games, we're just like, bro, why are we buying these games for 70, 100, or whatever the case is? I'm not a DLC type. I'm not a deluxe edition purchaser. Like, I'm not going to do that. So what did I do? Remember, I told you that I like selling my game, especially when I was done with them, and buying the next one and the next one. Instead of buying the game for $70 and then selling it for $30 and, like, you know, getting rid of it to GameStop for $30 and then buying the next one for $70 and selling that for $30 or $25, because some games the value would plummet so quick that I would only be able to get rid of it for like $20, $25. So, you know, instead of losing more than half, I literally just split the game with my friend, go 50-50 on it, and instead of like selling it later on to get 50% back, I'm already only paying 50% now. And what I end up doing with that is buying another game. So instead of buying one game, we buy two for the price of one, $35.35. And when there's a sale going, I'll buy some games on sale. He'll buy some games on sale. And not everyone has someone to do that with. I understand that too, but that's how I found my way around it. That's how I found my happy medium. Because I think physical media is just where I prefer my content to be at. But, you know, and then subscription services, yeah, Byron, yeah, subscription services like Netflix came around and that happened, but it took a while. And yeah, once it took over. That's where we're at now. Getting high outside for AEW games for the midnight releases. The Crew 2 is my jam. It sucks physical discs barely get midnight releases. Oh, yeah, almost none. Almost done. Standing in line. And either way, when you buy the physical disc, you got to come home and do this giant upload or giant download. To me, digital makes sense. If a game is under 10, when retail goes for 50 still, but I'm talking about old games. Nah, yeah, but the cases of that, like, you just got to be patient. Games are going on sale physically as well. You know, physical is $25 if you want it to be $25 right now that they have it at that MSRP because the value is depleted. But I bought it, you got to buy it used at that point. You can't buy it brand new. You know? I bought, Dying Light is like the worst example. I bought the deluxe edition of Dying Light at GameStop for less than $10 and one of those like buy three, get one, what was it like? Buy three, get one free, or I think it was like a 4 for $20 or 4 for $10. No, it was 4 for $20 that I bought it in, actually. I literally bought Dying Light for $5. You just got to know how to deal hunt, and you got to be patient, and, you know, with thrift stores existing and GameStop doing those deals, which GameStop is going to eventually go out of business with the way they're going. They're going to end up going out of business. But you know, society did it to themselves, bro. All the people that bought into digital, if they would have had everyone do what I'm doing, splitting the games and losing the $70 versus getting 100% of the profit, like, GameStop never has it new. I don't know, man. I bought Dying Light with the deluxe version from GameStop, and I bought it. It was $9.99 or $15. It was like $15. And they had like a special going, and I managed to get it for half of that price. It was like $15, and I got it for half. You know, I have no reason to lie. I have it sitting there on my shelf, and I have Dying Light 2 as well. The market of the games fluctuate, and then the problem is too that you got to understand is that some games, when they're out of print, that's what happens physically. But if the company's still selling it in the store, you know, in New York, Manhattan, they never got it. Oh yeah, that's definitely based on location. You're right, that is true. I didn't even think about that. I'm lucky to be able to have like so many different GameStops, and since I drive a big radius, if I'm looking for a specific game and I call it and they're like, oh, this store has it, but we don't, then I'll go find it at the store like within my radius. But, oh, shit. I missed both reversals. I am done. I am so done, bro, because I tried doing the roll-up and he made me bounce back. Oh, I cagged out. Oh my God, ladies and gentlemen, I got so lucky on that one. I'm playing with fire. I'm literally about to lose this match. Yeah, definitely becoming a member. I love these convos. For sure, man. I love these convos too. Like, I could sit here and talk about all this all the time, especially since I like collecting too. But like, you're talking, I promise I take this with pride. I'm not even trying to bash myself or undersell myself. In my day, subscription service was just my cable bill. Exactly. Gaming, man. Thank you for becoming a member, bro. I appreciate you supporting in that way and tuning in and sparking up these conversations, which I love and I'm so passionate about. So I appreciate you. But, you know, you're talking to literally the cheapest collector on earth right now. Like, I get there's holy grails. I get there's games that we all want, and there's things that we try to look for our collection. But I am like, I've gotten to the point in collecting that like I'd rather just buy the next game or the next movie or the next item that I'm looking forward to, and I'll just hopefully come across it at some point down the road. Like, I've come across Dying Light at the thrift store before, you know? And I seen it at GameStop, so like I'm like, Dying Light? You mentioned Dying Light, I'm like, oh shit, that's kind of like the most common game I've come across. In the last year, I've seen it several times. I literally picked it up within the last 12 months myself personally in a special. So, you know, I get it. There is certain games that are getting harder and harder to find, but we really did it to ourselves, and I don't think anyone really thought it out that way. And I think that people probably just never even had time to think about it, because, you know, if you're a kid and you're like telling your parents, hey, I want to buy this, and your parents, they don't want to take you to the store, you just download it, right? You got the internet, you just download it, boom, you got it out of the way. And for those that know how to game share, you buy it digital and you share with a friend. So like, physical has gotten more and more obsolete. The ease of access became, yeah, exactly, Eric, 100%. Everything be so damn greedy and expensive now, it's hard to get a deal. Yeah, it is. But if you like I like a variety of different content and things. So like for me, oh no, The Rock is stuck, bro. The Rock is stuck. They haven't fixed the gauntlet issue. The Rock needs to leave, please. Nah, he's stuck in the Tron. I'm gonna have to quit this match. Look, oh no, there you go. Okay. His name got erased from the bottom. That's what matters most. If the name gets erased at the bottom, then you're good to go. I thought he got stuck. What up, Quick? What's going on, man? You got the Bigs too? Oh, man. I got the Bigs too. I got that so cheap. I paid $2 for that. CIB too. Brought a tear to my eye hearing Blockbuster. I love Blockbuster, man. Blockbuster, so many memories. They had annoying fees and annoying stuff, no doubt about it. They weren't angels, but definitely a great time. GameStop is one of the reasons I quit physical because they had their open case. Oh, yeah. That sucks. That sucks ass for sure. Digital games do last longer with possible disc scratch. Depends on who takes care of it, but for sure. I still collect Atari, NES, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis. It's a great feeling being able to hold and play and converse about memories. Exactly, Demon. Yeah, so like the SNES and those consoles, like it's harder for me to like go back and play those older ones. I'm okay with having those digital, like Nintendo Switch has a lot of those. Not a lot, but they have a good chunk of them. So whenever I've wanted to play it, I've played it through their little subscription bullshit that they have. But like Nintendo 64, I'm not gonna lie to you, it's been a pain in the ass to get for Nintendo 64 and Dreamcast. Those are like one of the two expensive consoles, and GameCube as well. They're hard to find, and people try to charge a lot, and I'm just like, bro, I'm not gonna pay this much for this old ass game, because you know I get someone else may value it, but I'm just not gonna do that. I'd just rather use that $20 and buy 5 games if I could, or split it. And I know that some are like, nah, man, I'd rather get that one good game that I really want. But the thing is that I know that even that one good game that I want, I'm not going to like play it like crazy for me to spend like $50 or whatever. So it just depends what kind of collector you want to be. That's how it'll affect you. But I try to be the type of collector where I'm not affected by these things, and I try to duck and dodge as much as I can, kind of get in where I fit in. Same thing I do with my faction. Same thing I do with the island. Same thing I do with WWE 2k, with NBA 2k, with Madden, with all these games that all they do is... You guys don't even want to see how I was when I was doing those NBA 2k streams and videos and stuff. And I was just like ripping 2k so hard for all the VC, you know, the microtransaction stuff that they were doing. And it's nothing new. It's been like 2k14 or 15. Like, it just kept getting worse through the years. Over and over and over. It's like, it's disgusting, bro. But I feel personally like I've been complaining about this on social media, doing my part of the, like, I've done my part. I don't spend money on the microtransactions, and the 1 or 2 times that I have, it's been ages. I have bought in the Battle Pass for NBA because I've enjoyed some of the content, so I said, why not? If I'm going to enjoy it, I'll spend the $10. But I do that occasionally, and I don't do it all year round either. So, you know, I don't really have vices like that. Like, I don't smoke, I don't drink, you know, and when I say smoke, like I don't do weed, I don't do cigarettes. You know, I don't have those things. So like my whole thing is like collecting stuff. That's my shtick. I like collecting. So, you know, a lot of people will say, oh man, you just don't understand. You just don't understand. Believe me, I do understand. I do understand more than you could ever imagine. And I feel that with all the stuff that I enjoy, because everything that I like, I feel like I have to be a penny pincher because these companies, they take advantage of your fandom. Like, look, movie theater buckets, I have a few of them. Very few. I have like the Fantastic Four Fantastic car. I have the Incredible Hulk, Red Hulk, which that one I bought on clearance. I have Venom. Point is that I have a couple of those popcorn buckets that I like because they look like kind of like collectible statues that you put in the back, like on shelving and stuff. They're made out of plastic, but they look like they look really good. Well, it got so popular that now people buy them and they resell them for over $100 a pop. And these companies are like, oh shit, they're selling them for over $100 on eBay. I'm going to price them and sell them for like $60. I'm like, no way. And you don't want to give me popcorn. They even stopped giving popcorn with it. I told my wife, I'm like, hey, we're not buying this shit. Like, we'll buy it again when they give us the popcorn and they give us like a combo with it or whatever. And we've taken our breaks. But what am I gonna do? Like, the scalping is disgusting. And the corporations are disgusting. What are we gonna do? The people that like looking for deals and the people that like being patient. What are we supposed to do? Just take it? You gotta fight it. Lex, stop. My wife is listening. Oh my God. Shout out to Game Rev's wife. I'm trying to give him some good advice because it's worked out for me, but it might not work out for him if he wants to continue his approach. Nah, but these gaming companies have got it. Guys, I never thought that DLC should have been allowed. Give me whatever you want to give me for those $60, $70. Make a sequel, do whatever else, release an edition later at a discounted price. Use the internet to your favor by adding stuff later if you want that you genuinely created. But all this like day one deluxe edition shit and you buy this to get that, and I've never liked none of that, man. I think that all that is garbage. Why is scalping allowed? We're getting screwed by so many different angles that it's hard to find a good deal. Gabriel wants you to speak louder. Wait, what do you mean? Oh, you're joking. You're being sarcastic. I got you. Gotta wait years? No, man, look, I don't want to look at it that way either, I don't want to be like, oh, I gotta wait till next year. Because you only have one life. The only time you got is right now. If you really, really want something that bad and it's not killing you to buy it and it's something that's going to make you super happy, then go ahead, Don't be a victim of the system either, because it just kind of like raging against the machine is only going to get you so far. Like, people that tell me, hey, man, I'm not buying it. And I'm like, bro, awesome. That is actually good, because hopefully those numbers pile up. Hopefully they see the response and it causes change. I can tell you right now that I've raged against the machine plenty. I've skipped out on NBA 2Ks. I've skipped out on Maddens. I've skipped out on Call of Duties. I've skipped out on Assassin's Creeds. I've skipped out on WWE games. I've skipped out on not really consoles maybe, but I've skipped out on a lot of shit that I like. We're still here. You realize, Lex, it got bad with COVID with the consoles? Yes. People have literally started businesses off of the Pokemon stuff, dude. I've been trying to get Pokemon Pokopia because I've been seeing a lot of people online with the gameplay videos, and I've been trying to get my wife into that so we could play it together. And it's sold out everywhere physically. Everyone's buying it. And guess what? There's people online selling it for $120, the physical copy. Same thing happened with Resident Evil, the Trilogy Pack on Nintendo Switch. People immediately started trying to sell it for over $120. And guess what I did? I bought the freaking Resident Evil Trilogy on eBay for the same price that it cost new, because the person was selling it sealed. Someone was just selling it without one of the inner slip covers, but they still sent it to me sealed. And I'm like, I'll buy this. It's the same price as buying it in the store, and I don't have to pay for a scalper. Somebody was just kind enough to sell it for the same price. I guess they wanted the inner slip or something, but I got the 30th anniversary collector's edition with the outer slip cover and the 3 games sealed for the same price as buying it in store. But people are selling it for 120 something, bro. It's crazy. And the Pokemon community, there's people that don't even like Pokemon that are into Pokemon buying it and doing those lines overnight. Not trying to sound tough, but I can't see someone so thirsty that they throw a kid don't know out of the way for a box. Oh yeah, nah, for sure. It's but I can't see someone so thirsty they throw a kid they don't know out the way to get a box. He got a box, all right, over his left eye. Man, I just don't get it, bro. Like, people, I've seen the people line up at overnight. I've seen the videos. Like, try to push a kid to the floor. That's disgusting, bro. You know what all the hype, because I used to collect Pokemon cards growing up, and I used to trade and stuff. I've wanted to see if I get some shinies, but I don't really know the value of it, and I'm not really going to care to know the value of it because I'm not, like, every couple of years, I'll maybe buy a couple of baseball packs or basketball packs, but I'm not really, like, I'll just like, I don't want to get addicted to that because I do love that part of collecting as well, but I'm not going to. So I'll buy a pack here and there, once in a blue, not Pokemon, but like sports cards, and I have a couple, but catching them cases. Someone touches my kiddo or a Pokemon. Yeah, nah, for sure, bro. Like, that to me is insane, man. Like, we did it to ourselves. It's disgusting. People don't believe me when I tell them that gaming has gotten less expensive. You got to make it fit your budget. You got to make it fit your lifestyle. You got to make it fit your boundaries. I have a lot of parameters, bro. Before I buy like a game or spend time, like I'll tell you guys right now, and I'm glad that we're having these conversations, so those that, even the ones lurking, could get to know me a little bit more, and the ones that care to ask me and talk about this, you know, enjoy these conversations even more. I am not going to sit here and play anything for the sake of $1. I'm not going to buy something if I'm not committed to it. I'm not going to just do it just for the sake. Like, if I'm here live streaming with you guys playing WWE, is because I'm literally in the mood to play it right now. If I stream it in the afternoon, I'm able to play it, and I feel like playing it in the afternoon. Like, I'm not going to be here force-feeding myself to try to do some shit. Like, I'm excited about the things I'm excited about, and I'll get them when I get them. Why did I buy this game on the Switch if it's so bad? Because to me, it isn't bad. I'm loving this game. I'm enjoying it. I've spoken up about the negatives plenty, man. I'm already defeated. Like, how much more can I speak up? I bought the base game for the Switch. I'm not gonna buy the DLC again. Maybe I'll buy the Hardy Pack if I really feel like getting frisky with it, but I'm not going to. I doubt it. Maybe if they put it for like $5 or less. It looks clean on the Switch. Yeah, it does. It does. Games for N64 cost $60, PS1 $60 throughout the years. Yep. Yeah, no, for sure. That's another thing that a lot of people don't understand. That making games are more expensive, and the base price for the games have kind of remained within the same space. Between emulation and subscription service, I have access to over 1,000 games. I remember that $5.99 for 3 days at Blockbuster back in the day. Oh, no doubt. Yeah, and you know, and then there's people that like gaming like that too. That's definitely satisfying for those that enjoy that. I only buy games not on sale maybe twice a year. WWE is one of them. Yeah, WWE is definitely one of the games that I don't buy on sale, and that I'm willing to like maybe buy a duplicate copy for it just to have it on a separate platform. I've always bought in games upward of 70. Exactly. I mean, but some people don't care to even acknowledge that. I bought the AEW game recently, about 30 with all the DLC. That's actually a pretty decent price. These guys killed a dude over his Magic the Gathering cards and proceeded to sell them at a convention. Happened a couple years ago in Florida. Oh, man. Ain't no way I'm live right now. Live and in color. What is going on? You got to go to bed for work? Well, get some rest, and I'll see you tomorrow. End of life patch, is that what it is? I hope they do it for this game, man. It deserves it. I still have a GameCube. Let me tell you guys are probably not going to believe me, but I promise you, I have one Wii U, one Wii in the living room, and I have 3 Wiis sitting right back there, and I'm not kidding. So that's 4. I have 5 Wiis altogether. The ones that I have, 3 back here and 1 in the living room, they play GameCube games. They're the first edition white ones. I bought them for less than $20 at the thrift store. Some of them came with multiple controllers with the rubbers and all the cables and all of that. Some of them only came with the cables. Like, I literally bought these so cheap, and it was so funny how I came across them. I bought the Wii U for $15, and I bought the handheld controller on eBay for $60, separate. The Wii's, it was that I bought one on OfferUp for $20 with no cables. Then I found a bundle at the thrift store for literally $10, but it came with a Wii as well. So I bought it even though the Wii looked ugly as hell. I got it anyways because I was going to clean it up and I was going to have it as a backup console. And then the other one had multiple controllers with the motion because some of the ones with the motion didn't work. So I ended up trading the broken ones to GameStop and I got my money back, thankfully. But the other ones that I saw at another thrift store, actually it was $25 and it had the power supply, the Wii remote bar, the 2 controllers with the packaging with the rubber and all that. Dude, $25 for all that. And I'm like, dog, like, GameStop sells those Wii's on the shelf for like $160. If you don't know about hunting those deals or you don't have them in your areas, I get it, man. It's a different story for so many different gamers that I feel your pain. But for me, it's like I wouldn't have all those Wii's if it wasn't for the fact that I'd be able to get it for that cheap. Like, I have bought in all these Wii's and I still haven't spent how much the console goes for in the market, which is crazy to think. I even had a Wii in a box that I bought, but I ended up selling it. Like, you wouldn't even begin to understand some of the trades and deals that I've done that like, I'm not even one of those like high resellers or anything crazy like that. But I ended up buying all these like older games for cheap, and I ended up selling it to GameStop. And I ripped myself off because I was just trying to get store cash from the store, not store credit, because I wasn't going to try to sell it to someone on OfferUp. So then they're going to be like, oh, I need to test it. I need this. So I said, man, I just want the quick cash. And it was because I met somebody on OfferUp that sold me a Nintendo Switch for $250. I bought a Nintendo Switch 2 for $250 on OfferUp. Oh, yeah, if someone doesn't have internet, most games nowadays, you can't even play them. Let's be honest. There's very limited games that you could play with no internet. NWO versus WCW World Tour was $80. I remember my dad telling me when he bought it for Christmas. Damn. You see, like, that makes you value what our parents got for us, for those that had those experiences. Because those shits at that time, that's a lot of money, bro. That's almost half of what the console used to cost sometimes. Consoles used to cost like what, 150, 200 bucks? How many opponents? Damn, AJ just came out. If you rewind the stream, you'll be able to see. I didn't even pay attention. Yeah, like most of these games without internet, bro, you're stuck. That's the reality of it, and it is scary that if they were ever to pull the plug. But guys, I try to live in the now for a lot of these things, man, because then those are all things that we're going to sit here losing sleep over at night. Like, we'll be legit worried, you know, like, so I try to enjoy it like as a seasonal thing. Like, I'm enjoying 2K26 the shit out of it right now. Once the season is over, the season is over. If I'm bored, I'm bored. I'll try to move on to the next. No Mercy, yeah, yep, I love No Mercy. The straight edge bargain hunter. I try to be the bargain hunter of all bargain hunters for myself, man. Like, I wanted to start a channel, but I like, it's like, not to start a channel, but I wanted to bring that content to one of my channels, and I'm like, do I really want to do that? Because I do have an eBay account where I've sold one of my games before, but I don't want to like ruin it for others. But then I start thinking about how many others have ruined it for others, and I'm like, man, you know, I find so many deals that I could definitely sell some of the stuff that I've gotten if I'm not going to play it or care about it. You know, the other day, well, not the other day, a couple of months ago at the thrift, I found that I found Guitar Hero 3 Legends of Rock sealed, which goes for like $50, $60. I bought it sealed for $50 with a guitar. The guitar alone goes for like $50, $60 in the used market. And I'm going to show you right here. I have it right here next to me. One of these bad boys for the Xbox 360. I actually bought two. I bought one for $20 loose, And then I bought one of them with Guitar Hero Legends of Rock sealed. Sealed. I'm playing on the Nintendo Switch 2 right now, yeah. And I bought, bro, like, I'm telling you guys, I'm not gonna go crazy for the. Not everything. Look, this controller that I'm using, this controller goes for $90, brand new, sealed. I bought this used on sale during the holidays at GameStop when they had an accessory bonus sale for people that are GameStop members. And I bought this, I'm not kidding, for like $67 because it was used, and I got it. I bundled it up with my GameStop account, and I had a coupon. And I bought this shit literally for like $67. And I inspected it in the store. It was basically brand new. I'm sure it was someone that bought it, didn't care about the Switch, and traded it in. Because it had no scratches, no drops, no stick drift, no button issues. Like, look at this. This is brand spanking new. And this controller, I bought it only because I tested it out in the store on display at Best Buy. I was like, this is one of the nicest controllers. Would I pay $90 for it? I didn't pay $90 for it. And I wouldn't pay $90 for it. So I didn't pay $90 for it. And I wanted it at launch. There were so many people that were in the midnight launch because I got the Switch 2 for Erica, my wife. We got it at midnight for her. And I wanted two Switches. I wanted one for her and one for me. Did you think that I was going to spend $1,000 to buy the console twice? No, I sold both of our OLEDs that we had bought it on sale in a bundled deal, and I found someone on OfferUp and got a crazy trade offer that they gave me like $200, and they gave me a bunch of Switch games in return. I used that money to get the Switch 2 for Erica. And then, Rick, welcome to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. And guess what I did? I waited. I waited and I waited. On OfferUp, I finally found someone selling the Switch 2, and I got it for myself with the box. It was just missing the dock to stream it to the TV. I didn't need the dock because I already had the original dock from the original console that my wife had. So I got the console literally for $250. And no, the story gets better. Like I said earlier, if you didn't remember, I got it all from the trades that I did with the thrift hunting. So I literally got a Switch 2 for nothing, for scraps. It ended up costing me like $100 or $150 for a Switch 2. So, like, I am telling you guys, when I sit here and I tell you with a straight face, like, this doesn't exist to me, it doesn't affect me, people think that it's like, oh, but it's there. It's. I made a couple of videos. I made a couple of streams. We talked about it. I shared my frustration with the company. At some point, I just realized us married men love collecting. Yeah, my wife loves collecting with me too, which has made our collection even crazier because when I got with her, I already had a small collection. I sold some of them and I kind of changed the way I was collecting. Like I said, we tried digital and digital ended up sucking. And now we're like, our collection is crazy. It's like some of her stuff, some of me, some of my stuff. So, I would love to have those Def Jam games. I'm just not going to pay $150 for it, man. You can get everything cheap if you want it. Exactly, Angry. And there's just not enough people that are willing to have that conversation. We need to be married forever? Exactly. You know, there's just a lot of people that are not willing to have that conversation. If there's something that you really want, you can't wait, you want to enjoy it, you've done your homework, you know that you want it, you know that you're going to like it, spend the $150. I'm not going to tell you not to spend the $150. I can't pocket watch you. Exactly. No clubs, no drinking. I never even been to a club. I mean, I've gone to a lounge before, but and it kind of had like a dance floor, but it wasn't really like a club like that. I've never even been to a club. I don't care about that shit, bro. You could have that. Like, it's not that the tier skips are not there. And people, you know what people would tell me? Oh, you're defending 2K. Dude, you would never hear me defend the corporate company known as 2K. Take Two Interactive, whatever they're called. You're saying that because you don't know me, and I don't expect for every single person that comes across my face on their screens for 5 minutes or less or whatever, because people skip through the videos. I'm saying it doesn't exist to me because I will not spend any money on it. And I could only tell you what I would do, but I can't tell you what to do. Are they scummy? Yes. Is it predatory? Yes. Is it disgusting? Absolutely. Do I like it? Hell no. Do I think a wrestling game needs a ringside pass? Wait, hold on. What are we talking about? Are we talking about, do I think a wrestling game deserves unlockables and rewards and a progression system? I wanted that. Do I want them to monetize and penny pinch and try to get us to, compromise and spend? No. Who wants that? Who wants that? No one wants to pay more for less. That's like the ultimate 2026 lifestyle for everything. Everything is less ounces, but you're paying more. Everything is, just less of quality and you're paying more. It's just where we're at. So approach things how you feel comfortable. I'm not here to lecture anybody. You're a very skilled collector. Listen, it's taken a lot of trial and error. When I was working, busting my ass overnight, and I did the car wash job, and I was doing I worked at an Amazon warehouse, and I tried so many different ways that were failing, not just YouTube content creation, but in my personal life, for my personal hobbies and things that I was sharing with the world, tech, games, movies, physical media in general. Like, it took so long for me to reach a space where I was comfortable with myself to say, well, I am not going to buy a movie for the next several months. I'm not going to buy a game for the next several months or the next several weeks or till next paycheck. Or I got to be patient because I don't want to buy that movie for $35. I don't want to buy that game for $60 or $70 or whatever. Hit up my boy Stunner. Hey, Stunner, what's going on, man? What game do you want to play? What game are you into right now? What game? We just watched E3 in a party chat. Yo, so which game are we going to buy? Which game are we going to split? Are you going to buy NBA? Am I buying, MLB? Like, this year, I didn't buy MLB. And Stunner's like, I'm going to buy MLB. And I'll be like, all right, I'll get one of the next games. It's just feeling comfortable and having boundaries and knowing when you want to cross those boundaries. And a lot of people just don't. They want to rage and be mad at me for something that someone else did. And that's not what this conversation is all about. But I'm saying that it's not about being rich. It's about having a rich mindset. And it's about having like that perspective that if I'm talking a certain way and it flew over your head, then that's okay. Maybe you just didn't pay attention. But dude, you don't got to have $1 million in your bank account to be happy. You could have $1 million in your bank account and still be fucking miserable. Like, seriously, how many people out there that make it to $1 million and they have endless funds and they're like, oh, money doesn't buy happiness. Yeah, it's easy for them to say that they already have their bank account filled up, but they're saying it for a reason at the end of the day. What makes you feel fulfilled and happy is doing the things that you love and enjoy. But if you spend all day on social media, bro, crying to the clouds and telling everyone how much you hate something, someone that doesn't even give a crap about your comment that is coming across their timeline, and someone else that reads that shit and wants to jump in and tell you some other bullshit. How many times haven't I posted a video or something online? I used to post on Instagram. I don't use Instagram anymore. But even Twitter, I've tried using it like Instagram, where I post something that I like, and some random person that saw me across their timeline on a hashtag came to tell me something I don't give a rat's ass about. I posted it to share for whoever likes it, but someone that doesn't like it to come in and say, "Oh, that shit's garbage. You're just What? That's crazy. That to me is like, bro, I don't care. All right, cool. You don't like it? Damn, that sucks. I wish you did. Don't spend your money on whatever it is." And by the way, I'm not talking about WWE 2K. I'm here reviewing WWE 2K, and I expect for people to tell me they don't like it or they're liking, their game. I understand that comes with the territory. So I'm not here to tell, someone, hey, don't tell me that you don't like it. It's not that I don't want to hear the negative. Bro, I want to hear it all. I'm here for discussion. I'm not, the one thing that I'm not here for is to tell you how to do it, though. Like, you go about it however you want. My cousin just passed from his battle with cancer on Monday. Wow, man. I'm so sorry to hear that, Razor. Damn, man. That's serious stuff right there. Perspective becomes very different. Life is too short for negativity. We can be critical, but that negativity is bad for your health. Thank you. And people are not ready to have that conversation, and not everything in life can be taken to the extreme of life or death. I understand that as well too, because you got to be able to differentiate things, and you also got to understand that some people are not ready to hear that. Some people are not receptive and ready to digest that. You know what I'm saying? People are not always going to be ready to listen to what you may be ready to say or tell them or put out into the universe. Paul, thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the channel. Everyone that's here right now, man, you guys are awesome. Double sirens, man. Double sirens for everybody. We're hitting that point in the conversation right now. You have been game sharing for a decade? Exactly, bro. And there's so many ways you could go around it, and it's so easy, dude. It's so easy. All you got to do is, if you're able to Google, if you're able to comment on some shit that you don't like or spend time doing, like, do your homework. Reading is like, knowledge is power, bro. And like, I always tell people, and sometimes people take it the wrong way. I said, dog, you need to learn how to read. You don't know how to read. You don't know how to comprehend like information. You need to learn how to digest the shit. Stop that TikTok bullshit that you're there watching 10-second videos over and flipping. Cool, that's how you want to enjoy some of your spare time. Awesome. But if you do the research, there's no freaking reason why I should be reading across the internet that people feel like they got scammed. Because if I see a scam or something that smells like a scam, peace out. I'm not signing up for that. I feel you guys have no idea. When you're doing this on a platform where thousands of people are going to watch your face and listen to the shit you have to say and be critical about not just the game that they're playing or trying to play, but be critical about the shit you have to say. You got to have thick skin, and you got to be ready to put up with all that stuff, right? And you just can't take on the weight of the world. I can't. Like, people come to me and say, bro, what do you think about this? And I'm like, well, it sucks. I think it sucks. But I still like what I like from the game, and I'm going to enjoy what I like from the game. And, that's kind of like where I'm at right now. With not just WWE 2K, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking about the entire landscape of gaming. Like, you can't just sucker me. It's not enough for you to sucker me just because it says WWE on the cover, or because you put CM Punk, or because you put the Monday Night War edition. Like, you can't sugarcoat some shit for me and it be enough for me to be like, yeah. I didn't pre-order the game till like 2 days before it came out. It wasn't because I was being a hard ass. I always knew I was going to get the game. I never said otherwise. I waited till the last moment to freaking pre-order the game, that last week to pre-order the game, because I needed more information. That is the reality, that people are just not, doing their homework. And I can't sit here and just be mad about it all the time. I can't. That's not my job, bro. My job is to enjoy my life as best as I can. That sounds like a fortune cookie, but Razor said it best just a second ago. He lost his family member to cancer. That is real life. That is a legitimate reason to really be upset and be bothered that with all the money and resources on planet Earth right now and the billionaires that exist, running these corporations have yet to find a fix for one of the biggest threats to humanity. But there needs to be crowd control. There needs to be that therapy that they want to sell you on. There has to be that pill that you have to subscribe to and take to survive. There has to be a, you can't all afford it and you all can't have it. And and then we're getting off track right now. But what I'm saying at the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, is that me and my perspective, I'm not going to let anyone rain on that shit, bro. If it sucks, it sucks, and that's end of story. I can't let some fucking corporate company come out of nowhere, make me feel like I got bamboozled and scammed. And I'm not saying it hasn't happened. I bought Battlefield for like Battlefield 2042. I bought it for like $100-something, and I got ripped. I deleted that game, and my boy tried getting me back. Hey, they updated it. You know what I said? Screw that game. And then I came and bought the other one for $70 when they dropped it because I played the beta and I'm like, oh shit, this is a legitimate game that's worth my time and worth me spending, but they already suckered me for $100. Ain't happening again. The topic of the conversation is just enjoying yourself versus sitting around and just crying wolf because we only got one shot at this. That's the topic, man. It's the topic of our daily lives. Wake up. Try to chase your happiness and joy, bro. I'm not going to spend it on social media crying all the time. You know what I'm saying? That's for anyone that was here long enough to listen to this entire conversation, you just learned a little bit more about me today, and you were able to understand a little bit behind my thought process from when you watch my videos and you hear my streams. It's not that I'm being dismissive. It's not that I don't want to touch a topic. It's not that I don't want to hear something negative about a game that I'm enjoying. It's not that I'm doing this for social media and because I want to get flown out. No. It's literally just because I'm enjoying it. There's nothing more, nothing less to it. And the reason why I have this camera on and I get to point my finger right here at this camera that you guys could see me live right now at this point in time, it's because I enjoy talking to you guys. I'm not selling you on some bullshit. I'm not Joel Osteen or Tony Robbins that's trying to get you to buy some seminar. I'm just here to play games and have fun with y'all. That's it. And if you guys member up, you member up. And the biggest thing that I'm looking for in all of this is building a community to get that 100K plaque. That's it. If you want to know, the truth behind it, that's what I'm looking for. That's my definition of chasing the rabbit hole. And it's silly because what the hell is a YouTube plaque gonna do for me, right? But it's the community that we've built along the way that means the world to me. That's what it is for me personally. You're real and truthful. That's why I like your streams. I'm tuning in when I can. I appreciate that, GTS. I haven't spent much time commenting here, but I've seen your videos for a long time. I know that you're a great person and listen to you over the years. Thank you, Aqua. I appreciate that, man. This is a solid community. I try, bro. You have no idea. Like, we have mods in Discord. We have mods on here on the channel. And it may seem like I don't pay attention, but we block the people that need to be blocked. We hide the others that need to be hidden. And we don't let people come ruin our vibe, bro. It just ain't gonna happen. What up, Kenny? What's going on, fool? Where you at? It just ain't gonna happen, bro. It ain't. Because that's, bro, I'm telling you what Razor said, and I'll say it again. Dude lost his cancer. Lost his cancer. Lost his family member to cancer. What are we talking about here, bro? What are we talking about here? Editing Mortal Kombat video? Nice, bro. I'm glad you're doing a Mortal Kombat video. What's it about? If you could give me a little Easter egg here. Is it about the movie or the game? New info? I'm glad you're like to get me through it. We're here, man. We're here chilling. We're going to be here for a little bit. There's no way I'm going to sleep right now with this conversation. Didn't know you were alive. Hope you're good. What up, Zach? Lost your mother from 3 strokes. I'm sorry for your losses, ladies and gentlemen. You know, we all face that music, and it sucks because there's absolutely nothing that anyone can say. Even if you could relate to the pain, it's just really, really hard to tap into that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we all have to kind of, you know, wear that armor some way, somehow. You got to get through it because we're still here, right? We're still here, and you got to make the best of it, bro. You got to make the best of it, man. And I know people that feel some type of way, they'll listen to all this shit and be like, look at this guy saying all this bullshit. It could be bullshit to some, man, and I know that. It's not going to appeal to everybody, man. Said this before, man. You're very genuine, and I love all your conversations with the community. Thank you, Demon. You know, that's my best and biggest trait. You know, I try to keep it lighthearted. I try to, you know, be myself more than anything. And within that, I'm a big goofball. I like trying to be as funny as I can be. I like trying to be as entertaining as I can be. Sometimes I'll be a little too cringe even for myself, but you know that's me. You know that's part of it. Think you're a good person? Thank you, Aqua. I mean, I try to be, man. I try to be. I don't think anyone is perfect. I'm never going to claim I am. We've all made our mistakes at some point. That's what makes us human. But you always got to chase that, like, you know, that brass ring. Like Vince would say. That's always been my brass ring, man, to just be a good person. No AEW game fans for me to watch. I love AEW Fight Forever for what it's worth. It wasn't as long-lasting as I wish. I hope they make a new one. But yeah, people didn't support it, man. That's another conversation that we could have. We did it to ourselves. Not enough people supported it. How dare you mention Vince? I'll mention him, man. Loud and proud. That guy has done his fair share of mistakes too. Some that are unforgivable. I understand that, but I'm going to keep it to just of what he did for me and my childhood. I'm playing on the Switch too right now, yeah. It is good to hang here. Chad, thanks for it. Cancer sucks. It does, man. That comes with age. The older you get, the more you realize. Keep it positive and keep it moving. Exactly, Angry. Exactly. 100%. The Switch version, the biggest complaint that I have so far is that it has an issue when the frames drop and you're trying to kick out of a pin. It could cost you the match. Like, they need to update that immediately. They need to smoothen that out. But besides that, bro, I am impressed that a game at this capacity can run as smooth as it does. Like, I see the hair particles look a little different. It's not as detailed and as crisp. The ropes are probably not as crisp. But they do have texture details, which is impressive. They do have glare and shine. The HDR is there. The 4K is there. So, like, I'm like really shocked that it looks this good. Lost both parents to cancer. You see what I'm saying? Like, how can we sit here, bro, and like act like any of this other shit is important? So what's important is what you want to enjoy while you're here. What up, effing Drick? That's why I stick to watching you, Kenny, JB. Feel like we're just hanging out rather than complaining about something to complain about. Yeah, man. And look, complaints are part of it. You're going to hear me complain. You've heard me rant about my faction. You've heard me rant about the island prestige system. You've heard me rant about skips but dog, enough is enough. That shit is boring. Fight Forever definitely needs a second chance. Definitely. What up, Jake? A wise man once said, subscribing to Lexx and Kenny will make you curse free from Danhausen. That's actually a pretty good a good motto. Enjoy the time I got left. Me, my wife, my dog, got my job, my home. Enjoy my collections and my games. Exactly, bro. Exactly. And how do you listen, guys? I may not be the oldest, the wisest, the youngest, whatever the case may be, right? I almost sounded like Bianca Belair for a second. How can I sit here? And I'm saying this for real. How can I sit here and in 8 to 10 minutes make an interesting video where I'm sharing my genuine opinion on something, but also pass along that knowledge to someone that is that's on the other side looking for something else? Like I can't answer that call for everyone, right? I can't fit the pieces to their puzzle. How do you tell someone that's 13 years old that might want to tell their parents to get this game for them? How do you tell a 15-year-old? How do you tell, let's skip a little further ahead, how do you tell a 20-year-old that just started working and saving up their dollars to buy their first car maybe, or 18 or however old they may be, you know, they're into maybe partying or looking to go out or whatever the case. How do you tell them that the game sucks or that the game is good? Like, there's just such a wide range that it just doesn't fit and appeal to everyone, you know? And how do I share that perspective? Like, there's no cheat code. You kind of got to go about it your own way and kind of got to learn it in your own way. Just do your research and try to see how much you want to play something and how much you want to experience something. How bad do you want it? But how do you project that in an 8 to 10 minute video? How do I project that in a 1 or 2, 3 hour stream? You know, it's kind of hard. Like, we'll have a conversation like the one we're having tonight, and occasionally we can get there. Occasionally, if there's enough people pitching in and the conversation just kind of takes that turn, then maybe we'll get to unlock something that we didn't expect to unlock, like what we're doing tonight. I didn't expect to have this conversation with you guys tonight. Not at all. My shit was like, let's turn on the lights. Let's turn on the console. I opened it up on the Switch finally. Let's see how far we get. And look at where we got. We're getting into this gauntlet. And yeah, it runs smooth 60. The cutscenes are 30. And this is on the Switch too, on TV mode. I haven't played it handheld. I'll give you guys a review and feedback on that. I'm eventually going to do a full review on this game, eventually. But I don't want to rush to it. I want to give you guys like a legitimate review where I played a little bit of everything and I'm still getting through that. So I've been kind of breaking the game down by bits and pieces based on my experiences with it. Personal research dictate, yeah, like, oh, I heard this game suck. Dude, I legit heard, and I'll put it out there. And I'll put it out there. I love Stevie Richards and I love his YouTube channel. His co-host on the channel, which his name is something Romero, he does really good content as well. Great content creators, right? And Stevie Richards, very talented wrestler and persona in the business, very mindful. They read, James Romero, they read a comment from someone that was mad about WWE 2K and said that it takes over 1,000 matches to get to level 40. That to grind your way to get Stone Cold and level 40, you have to do over 1,000 matches. Holy snap, 1,000 matches? Not even I could defend that. Are you kidding me? Are you really going to run with an angry comment and say that, you know, it's going to take 1,000 matches, guys? Come on. Like, how do we even... What am I supposed to do there as a viewer? Because I like Stevie Rich. Hey, no, Stevie, what's going on, man? It's not 1,000 matches. It's 237 wins to get the 32,000 or whatever 1,000 XP you need. You know, yeah, like, this is what you need to do. Why would I comment that? You know what happens if I comment that? Oh, my God, the people that hate the game and that you're just this, you're just that. No, man, I'm just Lexx. I'm gonna do a music video, like, instead of the Barbie song with Ken that he says I'm just Ken, I'm just Ken with Ryan Gosling. I'm gonna do I'm just Lex. Oh, you're trying to defend 2K. Oh yeah, this is predatory. My guy, it doesn't take 1,000 wins. He's just a Lexi boy. Exactly. I'm just Lex. I play 2K until I'm next. I don't know. I was just trying to think of lyrics, but I'm really bad. I'm not as good as Kenny. Kenny can rap. He could sing. He could write. I mean, this guy. James has his own channel, but he doesn't seem to get it. You know, like, you're trying to put the company down. There's so many real, like, headlines that we could talk about when it comes to WWE that I think force-feeding some of the other ones is just a little bit exaggerated. Like, this game, 2K, has a laundry list of things you could rip to shreds. You don't got to make up other baloney lies to you know, rip it. There's a lot you could already rip as is. That's what I'm saying. Like, Ace Ventura, man, are you still in here? You was saying, oh, they didn't advertise that the servers sucked and that people corrupted their data. Yeah, we could rip them for it. Exactly, Eric. Exactly. Bro, that's actually a good quote. Beautifully broken. And I think Jelly Roll has a song or album like that, too. Other people, this game's bad. Ringside pass. No, I mean, yeah, that's the thing, too. Like, you ask someone, why does the game suck? Ringside pass. Have you played it? No. It's the same game.
Not sure if he should waste all his time hot dogging around.
So it just, you know, it's a battle of perspectives.
I'm really not sure why they've taken the fight to the stage here.
Yeah, it needs work, but if they can get it sorted out, I think they can, bro. There's a lot of people that work on this shit, bro. If they can't figure it out and we can figure it out in a 5-minute conversation, it feels, then they need to find a way to make a presentation to the corporate side of the business in that board member meeting and say, hey, guys, we need to make a change for the fans because a lot of people are clapping back. And, you know, I don't feel it. I think we could do better than this. As a company, we need to do better. I mean, worst case scenario, they're going to freaking lose the licensing. They'll lose their job and have to go work somewhere else or do something else. I saw some cool arenas that might break the game plenty. Oh yeah, that's the thing too with the glitched arenas and the edited arenas. You got to be careful with all that. I got to see the Jelly Roll stuff from SmackDown. I got to see what he said. For real though, Ringside Pass may just give us a ton of content. That's my whole thing though. Like, the DLC was so ass before because if you didn't like a character or a pack in general, you were just stuck. That's it. Now they're forced to give us more. And they better, bro. We'll see with Season 2, man. We're going to roast them on Season 2 if Season 2 has a bunch of garbage. What up, Jace? But I'm not going to wait till Season 2 and hope that it sucks. I hope that it's good. Please let it be good. It needs to be good, man, because I want to love that shit. Like, I'm already here, 2K. Stop. I want to love it. You should let me love you. Let me be the one to. You know what I mean? Like, I want to play you. Yeah, a wise man named Kenneth. Kenneth the Bomberman. Might be Cheeks. It could be Cheeks. But why am I going to sit on that shit, bro? Why am I going to sit on that? They wasted 3 spots on Demolition. Hell yeah, they did. Dude, I'm going to be honest. Next season needs to be good, bro, because that pass to me sucks. I'm sorry. They needed to give us Demolition, but not waste 3 spots. You catch what I'm saying? For all my old heads out there, I know y'all like Demolition, man, and there's nothing wrong with you liking it. I'm happy for you. I'm legit happy for you. But they took over 3 slots, just like they did with AAA Lucha. They put AAA Lucha all over this DLC. Man, this might as well be SmackDown versus Raw, invaded by AAA Lucha Underground. Bro, can you guys believe Kenny and I did a review and we said that we weren't familiar or didn't know much about the AAA characters, but that we liked that they were there because of the moves and, you know, some of the stuff that they may bring to the table and the arenas. I even said that I like the arenas. Someone still said, bro, you have no excuses. You could watch it for free on YouTube. You could look them up. I've played the island. Yeah, I've played the island. I have 2 characters on PlayStation. And I have one on Xbox, but I've played it on PlayStation mainly. I love the island. Yeah, I do. I haven't gotten deeper into it because now I wanted to do this gauntlet on the Switch since I opened it up. But I've been trying to do the live events in my faction and stuff. But yeah, I love the island this year, bro. The island this year with the prestige system is garbage. And the microtransactions are still there, visibly garbage. But I love the cutscenes. And a lot of people, I feel so bad for a lot of fans, bro, because a lot of people are telling me that My Rise is very short this year. So I already know what happened, bro. They cut off of my faction to do the island. And you know what, man? I'm going to be a little selfish, dog, because I'm tired of the freaking My Rise shit. But we're getting the Hardys. That's why I'm happy. I'm happy, too. Wait, what? OG Grande Unmasked on AAA? For real, when? When did this happen? Look, this is... Why can't the pin system be like this? That was smooth as hell. AAA is basically a 4th brand now and makes sense. Yeah, but to put it for an entire season pass, the random NPC characters need to go away. I know, bro. Those are slots. Like, what's going on with that shit, bro? I'm playing on the Switch right now. Yeah, I'm playing on the Switch, grinding. I'm doing the gauntlet to unlock everybody. I think a lot of people would enjoy the island if they gave it a chance, but, you know, it's really hard to give something a chance if you don't have the bonus VC to start off with. It's so dumb. My Rise has the same storylines for men and women. Oh, wow. That female story will be different as identical. Oh, so I'm only going to play through that shit once. I'm good. That's good for me, then. You see what I'm saying? It's good for me, bad for some. Cutscenes, the storyline, hell yeah. I do like the storylines, too, and the fact that we got like that made-up Booker from the Order of Tradition, Odette, I like all that. You know, talking about laundry lists and things we could bash them for, we could let's bash them for 1 second real quick before we continue this gauntlet. Updating that fast XP method to 60 seconds. I'm not too upset about that personally because they're giving 135 now versus like 115 I think that they were giving before. So they're giving a little bit more even though you got a 60 seconds. I'm not doing the 60-second method that people were doing, but like what's scummy about that is on top of the fact that they did the battle pass the way they did, to update that and change that up and not fix like the pin system on the Switch the way they done that, and to not fix some of the other glitches that people have experiencing, like the crashing stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like working on those things, even if they were discovered before the videos were made and all that other stuff, I don't care. Like that can't take priority over the integrity of the game and people losing their data. That's nasty. That's where you start to cross the line with me personally. Focusing on exploits over serving your fans. And don't tell me that you're serving your fans and you're hard at work and that you're doing 24-hour shifts or any of that shit. You charge $150. We're not getting premium for premium payment. Like premium for premium, no. Don't tell me that we got to play it 7 days early too, because that's a load of shit. We played it early for you to get more data to fix the game for standard launch. Stop playing with me. Stop it. I know what we signed up for. Been there, done that. That play your week early shit, you were trying to stress test the game. Get data updated. That's why before the game came out, the day before the game came out, they updated the XP method. Because you were trying to get data for the game. And if you were getting data for the game, why did you remove the 8-man scrapyard? Why did you remove the elimination chamber? Why haven't you put all that back? But you could update the freaking XP grind. That's nasty. See, I'd rather talk about that. For online, sorry. Let me just add more context. Online right now has a hold on Scrapyard, Elimination Chamber, I Quit. A few of the matches are being worked on online because they're struggling to run it properly. And then you can't grind with your friends online. Like, I can't make a lobby to play with my boys so we could all level up while we're having fun. Come on, you want to talk about nasty shit? Talk about nasty shit then. Let's get down and dirty. But saying that something sucks for the sake of something sucks because the ringside pass sucks and nothing else and nothing more and nothing less, that sucks. I don't know how they struggle when they don't even have to worry about the old source coding from the PS. Exactly. I thought updates were going to be pumped out by the bunches now. I don't think they've gotten past, my honest opinion, they haven't gotten past the coding of the. I'm playing 2k26 on Nintendo Switch 2, ladies and gentlemen. And it runs really well. I'll give them credit for how big the game is and how it runs on PS5, Xbox, yeah. But it runs a lot like 25 did. The reason why I bought this for the Switch willingly is because I had already played 25 and I saw some videos and a lot of people were saying that it played exactly like 25. Let that sink in real quick. Food for thought. You got it to run on the Switch too. How did they do that? Because they're still running on the same shit, bro. They're starting to build for the future. And it started with taking out last gen this year. They are just now starting on the true current gen. Next year will be a better game. And we're going to be sitting here in 12 months and you're going to see. No, they're still coding PC with the old gen coding. That's crap messed up. Exactly. It's not true. Leveling up online is dumb. People just putting it on easy and fighting easy. I don't see the difference in like you having fun with friends and leveling up. Exactly, Angry. Exactly. You have to unlock most of the people in the premium cover. What the hell? Like, see, look. They could have avoided that by just giving you the people from the cover. You could have just avoided that, but you gave someone else another reason to be mad at you. Like, I'm not mad because I wasn't in a rush to get those characters right away, right? Because I'm just playing the game however I get in where I fit in type. But not everybody wants to play that way, bro. Don't tell people how to play the game when you just had them spend $150 on that shit, because not everybody's game sharing or doing all those methods, bro. We could talk about that. Come on, man. I'm just... PC still has a last gen shine on characters. That's crazy, bro. So they doing PC players dirty. Why do Persona expire in my faction? That's dumb. Exactly, bro. Put them suckers in the damn token market. Like, why are you making getting Broken Dreams so difficult? and my time. You're literally selling us a card because of a theme song? Go kick rocks. I'm not... how are we going to defend that? There is no defending that. I don't miss the SmackDown versus Raw days, guys. A lot of people complained back then too, just not to the scale of now because social media and internet wasn't like this. But I remember going to the blogs and like I was really big into the community, and I had a lot of people that were in my, I used to call it XWF, which was Xbox Wrestling Federation. That was literally the name of our league back then. It was a player versus player league that I did, just like LWF I do now. And, you know, people were still bashing those games back then. You know, so there's always going to be people that are not going to love the game, or like people look back at SmackDown versus Raw like if they were all innocent and great, but you know, your Xbox games never crashed. They had issues. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. They had clipping. They had inconsistencies as well. They had server issues as well. The servers for wrestling games have always been dog water. Let's not lie. They played better. Sure, at times, and they found some stability through times. I've always had as best of an internet as I could and be connected hardwired, and a lot of gamers play wirelessly, which is also part of the problem. But either way, I've always tried having, you know, the best connection to the servers that I possibly can, and these games have always struggled, man. Exactly. WrestleMania 21 was terrible with crashing, and that was THQ. And THQ was pumping out multiple games during those times. And they weren't all bangers, bro. And they brought them out to different platforms and made certain match types, or certain like mechanics exclusive. And they had different developers working on the game. Kind of like how Call of Duty has different developers on the game with the same name. Did you see the dev victim blaming himself now? What do you mean? You got to specify, though. That's a very, like... generic, like, I don't know. You never had crashing on my own games? I never had crashing on the old consoles like I do on the more modern consoles, but I had other issues that were crippling to the game. As like, I lost my save data before. I had to start beating the game. That happened to me with Midnight Club Los Angeles from Rockstar. I lost my data a bunch of times. It wasn't directly always tied to the game. Sometimes it was like a hard drive failure or like a loading override or something like that. So what up, Adam? It wasn't always to blame THQ or Rockstar, or like whatever specific company, but I don't know if you kept up with what I said, but I would love your opinion. Let me see. Hold on. Damn, that name goes hard. Once they saw What's the Status and other people doing great work, I knew the mindset would shift to how can we remove PC from the cycle involving consoles? 100%. 100%. Because they were trying to nickel and dime us and penny pinch. And guys like What's the Status was making a lot of people, you know, figure out that they didn't need to spend money on those characters. Of course. What's the Status was a direct problem into their future plans, aka the ringside pass. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. And PC has always been a problem because people... You want me to be honest with you guys? For 2K24, I had the game on PC. I had the game modded. And I had all the DLC characters for free, even though I had already paid for it on Xbox. So I didn't feel bad about it because I know that there's developers that work hard on it. And, you know, you want to support the game you want to support. And however, you know, I split it with my boy Stunna either way. So it doesn't matter. I didn't really pay $130. But I got the game on PC, and I didn't say it publicly when I did those, but it was obvious. I was uploading the videos a day early, and I was streaming. People are like, oh, how did you get the DLC already? I'm like, I'm playing on PC. I was trying to let them know I'm playing on PC. They didn't know what I was, some people didn't know what I was trying to say by that, but I was playing on PC. I had all the My Faction content unlocked. I had all the DLC characters unlocked. Outlaw, thank you for becoming a member, man. Let's go. I believe in Andre. So yeah, like a lot of people, like on PC, those are the benefits you have. And I did it, and I could do it again for this year, but I don't really care for that. It's like it doesn't satisfy me that much, guys. Like I could download I could download all these movies that I have on my shelf. I could get them absolutely for free, 4K, and put it on a hard drive, bro. Like I do it with wrestling. I got all the AEW pay-per-views stored on my hard drive. I've mentioned that before. What do you think that I actually... let me stop because there's no need for me to go down that path of conversation right now with the pirating stuff. But, you know, you pirate if you want to pirate. You don't pirate if you don't want to pirate. I don't really care to pirate. I'd rather go about it like the way I go about it. And I'm comfortable with that, and I'm okay with that. But at the end of the day, you know, no, I don't feel scammed by 2K, bro. I don't feel scammed by 2K. I'm holding a physical version of the game that I willingly bought. No one bought this for me. No one sent this for me. Like I bought it. I bought it by choice. Like this was a choice. I knew what I was buying. I did my research. You can't get scammed if what you're buying is advertised. Now, the game crashing, other bugs and issues, yeah, you could call that specifically part of a scam or issues that they sold you on, something that wasn't intended to be. But when it comes to the ringside pass, when it comes to the DLC characters, when it comes down to locking, and there is plenty of stuff that has been listed on their ringside reports, their deep dives and interviews that they've done, that they've actually gone out of, you know, their way to cover their tracks and cover their asses. Hey, we told you, like, this is how the ringside pass is going to work. If you want to get this, you win your match, you get this XP, and you're good to go. You lose your match, you get a little less. There's bonus ways to get more XP. Like, these are things that are, like, Gaming Rev posted it here. Their terms and conditions literally say that you need an online connection to get the DLC and to get the ringside pass. Like, they are covering their tracks. So, no, you can't sue them and say that the ringside pass was a scam. Like, we need to call it what it is. Predatory, yes. Nasty, yes. Taking advantage of the fans, yes. Scam, if you got scammed, you didn't do your research. It's not the same thing. There's very different things, especially when you're talking about something this serious. Like, things are starting to get real serious within the gaming community versus WWE 2K. It's not the same thing. And you could feel scammed, but it doesn't mean that it was an actual scam. Like, they weren't lying to you. Exactly. Why are we punishing players that may not afford an internet connection? Why are we punishing players that don't want to play the way you want to play the game? Want them to play the game? Stupid. There's no regular tag match online this year. Any word on will this come back? Yeah, all the stuff that's always been available online will come back. They removed all that stuff because they're having issues with the server. I'm pretty sure that's the reason why they took all that shit out. Because a lot of people are talking shit and they're trying to make it run. They did, like, when they said crossplay. No, they didn't say crossplay. They said cross-platform downloading with community creations. That's still there. It's just being worked on. They haven't lied about those things. It's not the same thing. I guess I mean in the sense of scam, like how quickly they patch RXP. But think about it. You could still bamboozle the RXP. 60 seconds for a win is not 5, 10, 20-minute matches. There is no game on earth that's going to let you get 60-second wins and get RXP to level up in 6 matches in a battle pass. Like, there's just no game doing that. But I also see others' perspective on feeling scammed, not getting their money's worth. Dude, of course, you could feel scammed, but to say that you got scammed, it's a different... Like, you could use that as an example of how you're feeling. But people are saying legitimately that they got scammed. Now, if they said, I feel like I got scammed, I feel like I wasted my money, yes, that's a feeling. That's understandable. But you got to keep in mind that there's people that are actually trying to use this against them. Yeah, we're sorting through the mess. We're not saying that you can't feel like you got scammed. Come on, bro. You could go to the grocery store right now and buy a $5 bag of chips that's filled with air. You can open it, and you could feel like you got scammed. But I'll tell you why you didn't get scammed. Because if you look at the bag of chips, at the bottom left corner, it will say that it has 5 ounces worth of product in there. And if there's 5 ounces worth of product in there, my friend, you got what you paid for. That is just the best way I could put it out to you. You can't open the bag of chips and say, man, this is filled with air. There's nothing here. Well, did you see how many ounces was in there? Feel like you got scammed all you want. It said 5 ounces. That's what you paid for. You can't tell me that that is a legitimate scam when the product literally is telling you how many calories you're going to get and how many serving sizes are there. Like, you can't. My whole thing about this part of the conversation is that you can't pick and choose your battles to fit your narrative. You need to go in a straightforward, full throttle line with your notepad ready to roll. Like, you need to roll up your sleeves and you need to freaking talk like legit. You can't just, you can't speak like a baby. You know what I'm saying? Let me see what he said. If I got a bacon McDouble and I had 1 strip of bacon, then that's a scam. But where does it say that they got to give you 2-3 pieces of bacon? Like, where does it say that? Did you read the description where it says how many pieces of bacon they were going to give you? What's the narrative exactly? I mean, different people are saying different things. Speaking of chips, I miss all the dope chips in the USA. We got nothing here. You need your own narrative? It's still scamming? Nah, man. It's called taking advantage of the fandom, yes. It's called many different things, but scamming is not one of them. People feel scammed, correct. How is it called false advertisement? They never said that this game was perfect. We're all in the middle. Yeah, we're all in the middle of this. I'm not defending them, man. I'm not defending them. I'm never going to defend them. I'll defend some of the developers for some of the good work that they've done and the things that they've accomplished that can be, celebrated. But a late night stream talking to subs would be kind of dope. What, like you mean like the open mic night? I've done the open mic night. Oh shit, we're cooked. I had to use resiliency. I need to get out of here. That shit, I had to use resiliency, man. That shit cost me the match. Almost cost me the match. Oh, yeah. I mean, I've done it, though. It gets messy. The thing is that it gets messy and people don't give each other chances. A lot of people get excited to be in there and then they don't give chances. But I did do it on the way to the game. I do it every year, especially when we're on the way to the game coming out. And I do it a couple times throughout the year. I just haven't done it since because it's been so crazy that I know doing that is just going to get things even crazier.
Okay, he should really focus on the match now. We get the point.
It's if you lose what you paid for, it's a scam. Just bring it. Let me ask you a question. Have you played the game? Nah, Lex, you got to pre-plan it out through Discord. Have calls explaining there's no this or that. Keep it clean. That is true. You're right. That there is a way. There's a method. You're right. All right. You got 140 hours on it. Which part is it that you feel like you got scammed, my friend? Specifically. Like, tell me specifics here. Don't generalize. Tell me specifically which part are you getting that scammed feeling. World Tour drained you? Man, you got to take a break from it. Exactly what Game Rev said. I don't say scam, but this AI outright cheats in the game. I yell this quite often. Yeah. You didn't get your cards you pulled? Have you hit up support? Did you take a screenshot? What cards did you pull that you didn't get?
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it.
No, there is no can of worms that you open. This is a great topic. You don't have to, guys, no one in the chat ever, please, feel sorry or feel bad for asking a question. It's just a question at the end of the day. I could choose to ignore it or say, hey, I'll tell you later, or, you know, like, I chose to just answer it head on because it's okay, man. Like, no way, bro. No. That's not what we're doing here. Not what we're doing.
A defensive elbow to the gut ends that.
Whatever you can do, I can do better. Counters on top of counters. No
I think I don't have screenshots, my guy. Well, hit him up. I hope you know that they keep track of the money spent, the faction points spent, and the packs that were open. They will 100% know what happened. If you haven't hit them up, it's a choice to sit there and be mad about getting scammed. That is something that's no, only streamers can prove it. Bullshit. If you open the pack and you are not lying on this channel right now, just to say that, you can legitimately contact them and tell them what happened. And tell them the day you opened it and what you opened, and they will 100%. Why did I'm just emphasizing. They would 100% refund your pack or give you the card that you were entitled. I mean, it happened to Carduki that's in the chat. Did I see the user score of the game? I haven't seen it, but what is it? You're talking about Metacritic? No. I'm not going to rewind. I messed up. You can rewind the stream. I said % by mistake, man. That's it. Porcelain. Came out here. No, not that part. Oh, which part? Oh, that they keep track of all the stuff that you open. So, like, if you open up a pack and you're missing something. Oh, yeah, you contact 2K support. Yeah. You hit up 2K support. You select the game that you're hitting them up for. And you let them know, hey, I opened this pack on this day. It was pack such and such. I didn't get the card that you know, I opened it up and the card wasn't added to my collection. This happened. I spent this amount of MT, VC, whatever it is. It's happened to Carduki. It's actually happened to me in previous 2K games. I haven't had to provide anything. I've provided information and like screenshots, videos out of like additional stuff. But you could definitely hit them up and let them know. They'll be able to see when and where you did it. 3.3, it actually went up. It was at 2 point something. Can we all agree that parts of the game is screwing with players? It's screwing with players' gameplay habits, yes. They normally refund fixed cards will appear later. Exactly. Exactly what Trying Hard said. I mean, trying here. What up, Ethra? I got the Monday Night Wars. Didn't get my DX. Didn't get the Kane. Oh, man, you're going to get that. You're good to go. You're going to get that. Hit them up. They will, especially those packs. What console are you playing on, by the way? Figured you stay in a bit. Sounds good. Sounds good. PS5 Pro. Okay, so, well, PS5 Pro is supposed to automatically set it up. So I was going to say on Xbox, you have to manually select it. But PS5, if you go to, all right, hold on. Actually, hold on. On the PlayStation console, when you go to the game, go to the add-ons and see if it says purchased or added or already, like, check if it shows like you already have it, like, basically grayed out. It ain't just me. I never said it was just you. It's just you that, you know, don't want to hit him up. Everyone else that has learned that they got to hit him up, they hit him up. Why am I working for last year's old Persona card? Shouldn't last year's Persona be in the game? You would think. Yeah, World Tour is supposed to be a slow jam from what I've noticed too. That's what I've noticed too. You shouldn't have to contact them, no? I agree. But do you want what you're missing or no? Everything says purchased? Yeah, so then just hit him up. Hit him up. If everything says purchased, then just hit him up. You shouldn't have to hit him up. Correct. But shit happens. Do you want what you paid for or no? Hell yeah, exactly. Well, I wasn't telling that to you in a bad way, Game Rip. I was actually telling that to Ace. Seems fluid and nice. It is. It actually is fluid and nice. I'm here. This is the heavy lift, the heaviest I've played it since I've gotten it and opened it. It runs it really well. It runs it really well. Oh, Ace. Yeah, you do. Yeah, Phenomenal Ace and Gaming Rev Ace. Yeah, you probably thought I was talking to you. My fault. I just realized.
Going for the cover. No, 2 count.
He may not have too much left, but at least he had enough to kick out there.
Some intimidation tactics from CM Punk.
You remind me of my brother, man. I lost him a few years ago. So sorry about that, man. That shit. You guys are hitting me with that. That, you know, losing, you know, loved ones and all that like that. That really hits hard. That really hits hard, and I really sympathize. Even if somebody comes in here, maybe I'll try to like continue marching forward. I always take that into consideration because, yeah, man, that's the part of life that I don't think that I'll ever get used to. That's just the truth. Universe broken since CHQ. That is true. Send the photo of us in Discord. Go for it, man. If 2K is taking JCSG lame targeting system, I can see. Yeah, JCSJ has some of the best ideas. One of the rough ones for sure. It has. Oh, his birthday was March 11th. Oh, man. That's actually the day that I was celebrating 10 years with my wife. Like, 10 years, like, dating and being together, like, official.
Time to go for a ride. Oh, an exploder suplex. Bam. Well-placed calf kick.
Yep. Crazy, huh?
Showing off his technical prowess, hammerlock, followed up with a lariat.
This, bro, CM, I've done everything I could with CM Punk. Stone Cold is being a pain in the ass. Oh my God. Please don't make it to the ring. I'm so cooked. I needed to go to the freaking... You like setting up spots, making moments, even if I lose? I feel that. Oh, too early, guys. I was looking at the chat. I feel that, though. The spots, that makes it extra fun for sure. You got to admit, you have to like winning a little bit, though. Right now, the frames are dropping a little bit. I don't know why. But see, like, even when it drops, it goes to like a solid 30. It's not too crazy. But yeah, happy heavenly birthday. You're right. Yeah, I didn't even say that. I didn't even think to say that, honestly. Look at Stone Cold. He got the purple bar. One thing that I would appreciate if they put the purple circle around the computer's head. Like, if you want it. If you want it. I know some people are going to be like, oh, it ruins the immersion. But they hide their purple meter really well, and you can't take advantage of it often. Grew up on 8-bit era. 30 frames isn't bad. Yeah, it only does it sometimes. I mean, to be honest with you, bro, if we could play the PSP, we could play the PS Vita and all these older shit. Like, this looks amazing. The fact that I could connect this shit to my TV and run this well is insane.
So many things on that stage have the potential to do some serious harm.
It really is insane. Like, look at that shine on their body and the sweat and the blood. And miss my PSP model with Pandora's battery mod. I love the battle pass on the new purple bar. Not a fan of how it was implemented. I feel the same way. It's funny because I feel the same way. I feel the same way. I feel the same way, bro. I see everybody so mad and frustrated. I'm like, damn, I don't feel that way at all, man. Shit is... It's... I feel that way about certain things, but like to the degree of like the intensity is what I'm referring to. Someone said that it's false advertising because they advertised Monday Night Wars and Attitude Era. Content was lackluster. There's a difference though. It's not false advertising because everything that they advertised was there. It's that it was lackluster. That is valid. People are just mixing words and throwing it, bro, and that's what makes our argument and our stance as like the community rallying together. It makes our points weak. The DLC is there, but we gotta grind that what we paid for. But don't you gotta do that with video games? Isn't video games all about the progression and the story and getting through it? Why did I rush it? Bro, at least I got it on the Switch too, so I'm going to be enjoying getting to level 40 again. To some degree. I'm not really going to, like, go crazy, but... You know, I just think that people lost the sight of the progression, you know? You guys really know that after the shitstorm this year, next year's game is going to be a banger? I think so. I mean, they're going to have learned from all this crap, right? We might get let some Monday Night War Attitude Era. I think so too. Later on, 2K27 hype. I can't do that. I gotta enjoy right now. I can't wait for 2K27. I gotta do this. I'm loving this game though, guys. That's why when people asking me for a score, I don't even know what score to give it because I have had my fair share of hiccups. I am annoyed with my fair share of like mishaps overall. But I'm loving the game. I could only go based on how I feel. And I feel like I'm loving my time on this game. I'm loving these streams. I'm loving being here, you know, extensive hours. Just 2K50 hype. Exactly. I can't do that. I can't do that. Ain't no way. Every Big Mac I've ever had was lackluster. I can't sue McDonald's. Exactly. Hey, but don't use the Big Mac as an example, bro. That's one of the best sloppiest burgers, man. That's one of the best, sloppiest burgers. Alright, I haven't had one in a long time, but I'm going to have to get one. Mods are coming. That's what's up. I hope people get to mod and do whatever the hell they want. Screw it. Those games had crazy grind. I know, man. We come from that era where they had that. That's why. No one is talking about that. Thank you. You know that even grinding last year without the accelerator was insane? Little Caesars tastes like plastic, but I can't sue. Don't say that. I'm a Little Caesars fan. I should have stock in Little Caesars with how much I enjoy it. You think the game was meant to be on last gen originally? I think they're just going away from last gen because they need to start going towards the current gen stuff, bro. And I think this was just the first year of that. And this is the growing pains that come from it. That's all it is. There's growing pains. But I think, here's what I gotta say. Now that we got to this point in the conversation, if we've played this game for as long as we've played it and we've experienced these issues that we've experienced, they had to have seen this. Why did they still charge $150 for it? That's the part that I'm like. When we was kids, we would sit and play Exactly. Offline. Offline. No servers. Some games had cheat codes. Others didn't. Loaded with bugs. Lost data. Yeah, Little Caesar's Crazy Bread is still the best. Like, and playing video games, isn't the point of a video game is to like get lost in the magic of what the game has to offer and like progress and unlock and build up, and you know, I guess people don't like really know about the RPG method, which I personally don't like, but I do like the earning stuff. Like, there's something about hitting that claim reward, and I'm an idiot. I fell for the trap. I'm a sucker for modern day microtransaction battle pass. Not really, because I don't really like every battle pass. I just feel like 2K did this battle pass so like, this is such a simple, basic battle pass. You win, you get 135. You lose, you get 30 RXP, respectively. And that's it. Like, I wish they actually would have done it more like, if you get 5 stars, you get more. If you play on legend difficulty, you get more. To make it more enticing to earn more XP and do different ways to grind it. But they kept it so basic. Pizza Hut cheese sticks. I love Pizza Hut, man. No Mercy N64. The Bass Patch of cards have the save data. Yeah, exactly. I remember that. You're going to grind 10 hours on the Reekside Pass to get Demolition? Come on now, bro. Doesn't take 10 hours to get them, bro. Stop playing. You want me to tell you? Let's say that they're level 20. I'm going to do the math right now. You want to get technical? We'll get technical. This ain't even to defend them. It's just to counter what you're saying. 800 RXP times 20. That's 16,000 RXP. You get 135 per win. That's half, yeah. It's 118 matches, bro. 118 wins. If you do that in 60 seconds, which I'm not, some people will. That's 1 minute per match. In about an hour and a half, you'll have everybody. You should get RXP for this match even if you lose. Yeah, this particular match is a pain in the ass. You should get even if you lose. It could be some other active people, you're right. I think people would pay what they think is valuable in their own opinion, and everyone's opinion is different. Should be respected 100%. But the thing is that people feel like just because it's not the way they want it, it's a scam. When they said that the grind was going to be a certain way and that the pass was going to be a certain way, like to level up, like the information is out there. Should be based on time in the match and all that. Yeah, but then if you do that, then you're going to alienate a lot of people too. I just heard someone in the crowd said, "Oh, I love you so much." As you approach level 50 and have arthritis, grinding sucks. I feel you on that. Got to play on lower difficulty too. Patch tomorrow. I'm not sure. Oh no. Oh no, I'm really close to the ring, guys. I'm done. It's official. Stone Cold needs to run out of gas. Oh yeah, we lost. I'm sorry, we lost. This is crazy, bro. We lost. GG's. I almost got it too. What a sucker. And I was having a blast. I don't even know how far I got into it. I fought too close to the ring. I got too confident. One hell of a match, though. One hell of a match. We were here for a while. Where are we at in the stream? Oh my God, 3-hour stream? 92 people here, 81 likes. You guys are crazy. 2 new members this stream. Stone Cold was number 10. I was halfway there. Wow, man. You could do AJ Lee with easy sliders? Nah, bro. Oh man. I played my heart out. I felt it. I felt it. I feel like I worked up an appetite with that match. We're gonna do it though, but I don't think I have it in me. Uh-oh, here we go. Talking about that network. You know that I was annoyed though that I did a custom match and I didn't get my RXP the other day. I did yesterday. It wasn't even the other day. It was yesterday. Crazy, man. Medicare scammers called my aunt from high school's phone number. They are what? That's crazy. How long does a gauntlet take? A long time, man. Put it this way. That run that I just went on was at least 2 hours or so. But I also paused it a couple times. Oh. I did beat it before. Yeah, I beat it on Xbox. I'm trying to do it on my Switch. All right, so hold on. Help me out here, Carduki. Carduki, what is it? If IHOP served me one slice of sausage, one slice of bacon, one syrup packet, then it's a scam. It depends what it says on their menu. If their menu says that that's what you're getting, that's what you're getting. Like, all right, guys. I'm going to give y'all an example. You know that you got to work through a game. You know that you got to work through a game and beat it. Nowhere in the back does it say anything about having to pay for a ringside pass or any of that stuff. The real issue here is that they're nickel and diming us. It's not that what they're selling you for $70 is here. The ringside pass is free. The premium one is obviously isn't, but it's premium. Like, all this stuff here is free, and I get it. It's annoying. You're missing stuff. Me and the wife went to Hooters, and the girls ain't have no Hooters. I was scammed. Exactly. It's false advertising. I mean, oh, man. It depends what they advertise. Bro, y'all talking about food. I'm hungry as hell right now. This is a really good game. I'm also playing this on my stream these days. Man, Sal, did you come in here to say that to promote your streams? Really? I see what you did there, man. That shit comes off as shady. You really came in here you really... Come on, man. Submission minigame. Slider. Let me see how that is. Anything open at this time for you? Nah, I got food here. I got hummus and wraps and all that. It's more of the corporate greed than the scam. Exactly. That is 100% the truth. Corporate greed. It's like, let me put this example. My cat does the funniest shit that they could possibly do to try to see how far they could get. And 2K has learned with 2k26 how far they could get. They tried doing the silliest, most dumbest shit ever to see how far they could get. And I mean, I just hope they learn from it. Let's fingers crossed, bro. Fingers crossed. You're eating Cheez-Its? Nice, man. I got some wheat crackers there. Like, guys, I try so I mess up a couple times a week like anybody. I eat pizza like anybody, and I try not to, right? Because cheese does damage to me. I got a sensitive stomach, so like I don't eat fried food and all that stuff. But sometimes I do what I gotta do, you know what I'm saying, to fulfill a craving. And long story short, when I get hungry, like at times like this, I try to keep it. Oh my God, talking about messing up, Kenny. I have the picture. I have it on Erica's phone. I was going to send it to you. I bought the cereal. So, guys, I was in a party chat with Kenny, and we were talking about cereals, and I'm like, bro, my favorite cereals is Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Fruity Pebbles. He said, Lex, there's an actual cereal that combines Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Fruity Pebbles. But it's not fruity, it's just Pebbles. Bro, I loved it. I should not be eating that, but damn it, that is going to be the guilty pleasure of my life for the foreseeable future. Unfortunately, fortunately. My goodness. That shit hit so hard. Just the taste of my favorite cereal with the texture of my other favorite cereal combined. It was like pure magic. It was like eating something that you just wish existed, and the fact that it actually does. Bro, I picked Roman Reigns, the worst guy to try this submission shit. All right, let me see what the slider shit is. Oh my God, you're talking about this? This made it easy? I hate this. This is like the worst method. What do you mean this is easy, Carter? The circle of wrapping to no way, this can't be easy. Couldn't sleep. Oh man, I'm telling you, I need to go have me that bowl of cereal right now that I said it. And I was actually gonna get it's easy if you play UFC. I hate that UFC shit. They took that from UFC and I hated it. I hate that submission system. What up, Brian? I see you, Brian, with the dog. Oh, not this dog. Hold on, it's the other one. This one, here we go. The famous dog, man. Man, I was in that gauntlet for like 2 hours, guys. I'm hungry, bro. I think I'm gonna call it. This is the perfect time to call the stream. What do y'all think? The AI is worse at it than you. Trust me. Like when you tire them out, damn, you're actually making me want to try it. If I ask, I'll keep going. If I ask for a large soda and I only had one ice, they're scamming me? No. They're selling you the soda. The ice is complimentary. You could go back and get more ice. Dude, like, that is such a poor analogy. I'll tell you what a scam is. You want to know what a scam is? I'll tell you what a scam is. That you go to Subway, you buy a foot-long sandwich, and they're giving you, instead of 12 inches, they're giving you about 11 and a half or 11 or 10 or whatever whatever's less than 12. You go buy a large pizza, and they're giving you a little bit less than what a large pizza size is. That's a scam. That's cutting corners. That's a scam. And I'll tell you what's a scam. Me being live right now and being hungry as hell. Hit me with the want this extra gift card, Carduki, man. You know, somebody did try scamming me the other day. I got hit up by someone that was trying to get me. So I genuinely thought it was a viewer. And the way that they were writing, it came off like it was a viewer. And they were talking about that they wanted to bless me on CashApp. Mind you, I don't promote my CashApp. I thought it was weird. But I said, bless me? Yeah. What's your CashApp so I could bless you? And I said, all right. I gave them my CashApp. They're like, is this you? I'm like, yeah, this is me. And they're like, oh, what would you use the money for? And I'm like, well, you know, normally someone doesn't do this. So, you know, I'll accept it and put it back on the channel. Like, I'll invest into the channel's content. In my head, I'm thinking, well, I could buy WWE 2K again because this is a WWE 2K viewer, so I'll buy it for the other platform, LWF, whatever. You know, maybe do something else with it, but for the channel. That's what I'm thinking. An upgrade. So I write that. The person said, oh, okay. Like kind of immediately blew off what I said and sent me like what looked copied and pasted. And the person basically went in saying, I'm going to send you $5,000 and I'm going to send you $300 weekly, but you have to send me $25 first to cover the fee. I said, yeah, nice try. Reported, blocked, and crossed it out immediately. But see, here's the thing. I read it thinking it was a viewer. I realized that it wasn't a viewer once they saw my profile picture and didn't even know it was me. They said, is this you? I said, I asked them, do you watch me on YouTube? Like, you know, did he work for 2K? No, it was someone random messaging me on Xbox. It was someone random. You know, so you got to do it on PSN with the DMs asking you for your number to Apple Pay you. Yeah, nah. Nah. Thanks for the hang. Thank you for tuning in. Believe it or not, some people create bot accounts for that. Yeah, no, I see that now. But I don't fall for that. But I could see how someone would. It's understandable, like, especially someone that like is struggling. That's such an easy way to get somebody. You imagine someone messaging you and they tell you that they're going to give you $5,000, but there's a fee that needs to be covered, so they're asking for $25. A lot of scammers lurking. Bro, how about, isn't there someone came in the chat telling me the other day that someone was selling sliders for $5 or something, or like trying to sell sliders altogether? You need some donuts like a CashApp? Nah, I can't have a donut right now, man. I actually, believe it or not, man, I basically killed that box of donuts by myself. Like Erica had, so I told Erica, take some to give away at work. And she had about 2 of them. She gave away 2 of them. So there was 4. I had 8 donuts out of 12, bro. Like, obviously, not all in one day and in one sitting. It was like in a span of like 5 days to a week or something. I was going to send you something to fuel and keep going, but you low-key look tired. I am tired. I had a really long day today. I'm really, really tired. If you guys want to know how tired I was, there was a part of the stream that I was like zoned into the match, like I was locked in, but I was also zoned out with the stream itself. And I was like kind of like in a loop where I was thinking about like closing it soon. Next with the 8-piece combo. 8 out of 12 is bad, bro. Fuel as in takeout DoorDash? Oh, nah, man. It's okay. I wouldn't even be able to accept that. There is no way I would let anybody want to deliver something to me like that. I don't like doing DoorDash or any of that stuff. I like getting the stuff myself from the places. Like I order sometimes and pick up, sure. But I mean, trust me, I have plenty of food. Like I could get up right now and make me an amazing sandwich or like hummus spread. I have hummus spread. I have 2 different kind of pita breads. I have multi-grain bread. I have turkey. What is it? Pastrami turkey or something like that. I'm talking about snacks. I have that cereal, that amazing cereal that Kenny spoiled me mentioning. Yeah, I have a lot of food. I have leftovers as well, so. Like I have plenty of food that I could just get up right now. And you missed a pizza in Miami. What pizza did you have? You know what's a scam? The big arch. There is no arch. That's funny. I haven't tried that. I haven't had that. I haven't had a McDonald's burger in a long time, man. I haven't had a McDonald's burger in a very long time. You got to try In-N-Out whenever you come to California. I've never had In-N-Out, but I've had Jack in the Box. You know, I do have to admit, for all the clean that I try to say that I eat, guys, I messed up the other day. I fell for the trap. I tried to not fall for the trap. But you remember when it was like the big arch was coming out, the McDonald's CEO was getting ripped online because he took a little bite of the burger, then Burger King did it, then the guy from the other company did it, and like everybody was like doing it, like trying to hype it up. I was like, damn, this shit's making me crave a burger. And it's not even like getting the best burger ever either. I ended up going to Burger King because their burgers are not fried. Their burgers are actually grilled. So I said, you know what, man? I just want to have a cheap ass burger. Like, just a super cheap ass burger. I don't give a crap. It's all garbage. I can make my own burger at home, but I just wanted a cheap ass burger. And I went and I had a freaking Whopper Jr., like one of those like little bundles that they do. I remember Erica's like, "Oh, what's for dinner today?" I said, "I'm sorry, but we're gonna have Burger King." She's like, "You sure you want to eat that?" And I'm like, "You don't even want to know why." Well, I was like almost embarrassed. I was like, "You don't even want to know why." She started laughing. She's like, "What happened?" And I said, "Man, all these people were doing those, like, it wasn't even that people do the food reviews, because I'm fine with seeing someone eat and review something and I go along about my day, but it was just like them taking a bite of that burger and they're like, oh yeah, you really gotta try it. You really, and I just seeing that shit and I'm like, even talking about it now, I could have that Whopper right now, man. I don't get why Chili's trying to compete with McDonald's. Well, because McDonald's is like the go-to when it comes to like a fast burger, and Chili's has that 3 for $10 thing that is just, their burgers are heavily underrated, bro. If you guys never had a 3 for $10 Chili's burger, I hope you have a decent Chili's in your area. Go try it. You'll be surprised. You would be very, very surprised with that burger. Like, I'm not saying it's the best burger you'll ever have in your life, but it's a good burger. Love their Alex Santa Fe burger. What's that? From where? What are we talking about? I barely eat out. I like to cook. I barely eat out too. I love cooking. I cook almost every single day. From Chili's, Alex Santa Fe burger. I'm gonna take a picture of that and look it up. Let me take a picture of the chat and look it up. People don't like Chili's because of their specials and because it's like cheap when it comes to like the restaurant chains. It's basically like the McDonald's of restaurant chains, if you will, because it's like, it is what it is. But man, I'll take their burger right now. But yeah, I love doing my own stuff at home for sure. Like, I cook all sorts of different types of food, all sorts of different type of ethnicities. You barely what? Damn, I don't know what I said. So what are you calling me out for? I don't even know what I said right now. I said that I barely eat out. Is that what you're laughing at? Five Guys is kind of like I mean, it is a restaurant, but it's like kind of like, you know, you order and you sit down in one of those little, like, it's kind of like Johnny Rockets, I guess. Last couple of years, every summer I made homemade Dr. Pepper jalapeno flavored beef jerky. Oh, wow. Carne asada fries with guacamole. I do like Mexican food. Like what? Like bowls and tacos and all that. I love all that Mexican burrito. I love Mexican burritos. I love the Tex-Mex. I love the real authentic Mex. I love, what's your favorite thing to make? I love making Asian style food, and I probably butcher it. They probably see, like, if someone like legitimately sees like my take at it, they'll probably like laugh at me and say, bro, that's not like legitimate Asian. But I try my best from what I see at some of the restaurants that we've ordered from authentic Asian stuff. Like, I don't get too crazy with like some of the stuff that they make, but I do like mixing and matching. I do like also taking a bit of like Indian style because I really love hummus. Like you guys have no idea how good hummus is if you've never tried it. It's basically garbanzo beans turned into like a dip. And if you buy like a garlic one, they're typically healthy. If you look at the ingredients, it's not that bad for you. You could eat it at just about any time of the day, and it's a good filler. So you'll hear me mention hummus a lot. Like it's something that we have in our fridge often because I eat a lot of hummus. A lot of anything is bad for you, but that's like one of the like things that I like. Bro, you got to eat something, right? And you got to feel fulfilled and feel like you got energy. I learned that the hard way too, because when my stomach got real sensitive and I was struggling to eat like all sorts of different things, I had to adjust from things that were making me nauseous and stuff. And like peanut butter saved me, and peanut butter is not even all that great, but peanut butter saved me, believe it or not. Hummus is another thing that saved me. And I just kill the hummus, bro. I like, gotta make a new channel called Cooking with Lex. I actually wanted 2 years ago and I never did. But I love cooking, man. So like I just started, which I mentioned it to Kenny because Kenny told me he was trying to change like rice to a rice alternative, which I've tried doing the same thing. It's very, very hard to get away from rice. So I'll sometimes do like a baked potato, which is still carbs, but it's different than eating rice. Especially rice, you could consume a lot of it. So I'll try to maybe do like some potatoes, or I'll do a lot of vegetables, like a lot of broccoli mixed in with, sauteed and stuff like that. You just got your order today. So I pronounce it very poorly, but it's called quinoa, like quinoa, Quinoa, I think. So I know that people say brown rice is good for you and all that. Been there, done that. It's dry as hell. Don't care for it. So I tried the quinoa stuff. And it's really, it's a different type of grain, and it's categorized as a fiber, and it's more it's good, man. It's a healthier option comparing it to rice. You also got to manage it so you don't overdo it. But I mix it up with like beans and like different sauces is also bad depending on the sauce that you do. But I like saucy stuff, so like I try to make it like. Maybe add some lime to the chicken that I'm doing. I eat a lot of chicken, a lot of fish. I don't really like eating beef too much. It's really hard on me. I'll occasionally have it, but I grew up like, I'm very lucky that I grew up eating beans all of my life. So like I digest beans very, very easily. And you got to come to Australia. Everyone's a health nut. Quinoa and avocado. Love avocado. So yeah, like I've substituted eating rice with that, like salads and what you put into your salad is very important too, because if you sauce it up like I sauce it up sometimes, it becomes like the most unhealthiest garbage you could possibly eat. It does nothing for you. But pork and beans is great. But flavored. I do have rice. I'm not gonna act here. I'm not a saint, guys. I'm not a saint. That's what I'm telling you. I ain't perfect. I'll have the occasional pizza, the occasional burger, and the conchas. Like what type? What type of conchas? So I do have an authentic restaurant nearby. So like whenever I want to have like pure authentic Mexican that's not like Tex-Mex or whatever, I'll go there. And then I have a couple authentic Asian places that I'll go to every now and again. I can't lie to you. I had a hot dog when I went to Universal Orlando. It was the first time I had a hot dog in a very long time. I don't typically eat hot dogs anymore. I used to love hot dogs, and I love hot dogs with beans and the chili and all that. Yes, if I could, I would. You guys don't understand. People want to act like it's so special to do diets and eat all this shit. I don't want to eat good. I want to eat chips all the times. I want to eat fucking hamburgers from the sloppiest places you can imagine. I want to eat the fattest pizzas and the thinnest pizzas with the toastiest crust, or stuffed crust even. Like, I'm not trying to act like I'm doing anything special here. I'm doing it because of like my health, that my stomach is sensitive. So like I have to like make sure I know what I'm putting in to make sure that I have a good day. That's literally why it is what it is. It's not because I'm trying to be like, oh, look at Lex trying to, there is nothing like having a freaking, exactly, A glizzy, bro, like a Nathan glizzy loaded with like some fire toppings. Amazing. Amazing. I would have that shit right now. So it's not that I don't like it or that I haven't eaten it. I've had a hot dog once in the last, I don't know how many, like in the last year, I've probably had like maybe 2 hot dogs, 3 hot dogs, maybe in the last year or so. Like, no, in the last year, I probably had that I could think of right now, maybe 2 that I could remember, about 2. I don't eat it. I stay away from all that. You ate 6 yesterday. I don't like the Sebret. I like those. Yeah, I don't know how it's spelled or pronounced. I like those too. I don't discriminate. If it's all beef, man, I'm digging it. I get sick from, oh, you get sick from that one, not Nathan's. I feel it then. All right, yeah. What else? Pizza, like people have, like Kenny will tell me, man, there's Little Caesars by me that suck. I'm lucky. I have a Little Caesars near me that's really solid. I'll have pizza from there. I'll have pizza from depending where I crave it from. It depends where I crave it from. Sometimes I'll do the DiGiorno's. I love DiGiorno pizza. I'd rather actually do it there where you put it in the not the microwave but the toaster oven for 30 minutes and freaking munch on that. Stop selling beef hot dogs. They were your favorite. Oh wow. Lex, try the pretzel crust pizza with cheese sauce. I have. It is like the nastiest, greasiest thing. They do it with so much butter and all that crazy cheese. And sometimes they oversalt it. But I love that shit, bro. I have it once in a blue though. That's that particular pizza I have once in a blue. I have good authentic Italian near me. I just don't go there. I don't go there often. The best Italian food that I've had recently was when we visited my wife's brother in Texas and they had handmade real Italian legitimate stuff. You're getting it later now? Shh, I would too, man. That Little Caesars that pretzel pizza, nasty work, bro. But when you're craving it, gonna try to sleep again. Good night. Yeah, I know. I gotta get some sleep too. I gotta get some rest. I gotta get some food in me. I just can't believe we have 83 people in here with 88 likes in the middle of the night. About to get to 3 hours and 40 minutes, man. You guys are awesome. And look, for all 80 plus of y'all that are here right now, if we can keep these numbers all year round, I promise you, I will give you all that I have to stream as often as I can and be here nightly as often as I can. Like I'm not saying that just to say that. I will give you guys all that I got with this game, wrestling. We're doing the live watch-alongs for WrestleMania and other PLEs. If you guys like watching wrestling in real life, like the pay-per-views and all that, I'm gonna be doing those as well, so we can hang out, we can watch the shows and snack. Those are gonna be a little more chilled and less, set up. But yeah, like I try to stream and I love to stream, and I also do videos. I'm gonna be giving you guys a video tomorrow in the afternoon, and I got content for the week planned out, and I'm trying to see if we could link up with Kenny this week to do a little collab. We've been talking about maybe doing a video together and stuff. So, we're gonna continue dropping, whether things are hot or not. If the game ends up sucking ass, guess what? We'll do something else within wrestling. But I have a feeling that I'm going to continue enjoying the game because the game right now has had its fair share of issues, and I've been having a good time. So we'll just see how long that good time lasts. You, Brian, Kenny, Assembar, Golded, I appreciate to even be mentioned with them and to be in the same conversation with them, and especially having relationships with them now and becoming good friends with them and being in contact with them and all that. Like it definitely means a lot, man. And I like being in that mix too, because we're all like-minded in terms of speaking our mind. Even if we have our own differences about certain things and how we tackle certain things, we still meet in the middle and have fun with it overall. Not a fan of hamburger pizza. Actually, I don't think I've ever had a hamburger pizza. I love that you stream late. It's 6:20 over here. I try switching my time around to make sure that we could reach out to as many people, but I know that I got people in different parts of the world that like to watch when I do the late night ones. So that's why I also do it. when I was doing YouTube, my days was CM Pulse, Danger. You know, the thing is that I never got into watching stuff like for wrestling gaming. I never watched them. Like, I've heard of them, yeah, but you, Brian, and Kenny have passed them. I appreciate that. I know who those are. Those are definitely like the pillars of the WWE wrestling games, because you know I've just heard of them for so long they've been around. You know, so respect to them for being around as long as they have. I sure tried to take my hacks at it at different times and it didn't work out for me, but here I am now. Dank Ops is another one, yeah, exactly. So, you know, I've definitely I've been around kind of hidden, believe it or not. Like, I did videos for 2K16 and I have them scattered around in the internet, but they just never stuck. Right now what I'm doing is kind of more tailored and more understanding of what I'm putting out and what I want to put out and how I want to put it out. Like I've learned the hard way on how to go about the content that I want to produce. So I feel like we're in a good place right now. That's why I feel like we're going to be putting out some real solid content that I'm really proud of, that we've been producing along the way. So, you know, I'll do streams at night, I'll do streams in the afternoon, I'll do streams on the weekend, I'll do streams during the week, I'll do videos along the way as well. So you guys, you know, that can't tune into the streams and want to continue having these conversations, obviously when you tune into a stream, it'll be a little bit more what you've seen here tonight, where we kind of navigate through different topics and all that. And we're going to switch it up. We're going to do playing with subscribers on Xbox. I have the Nintendo Switch too, when I get it on Xbox, but I have the Nintendo Switch too. So we'll have the Nintendo Switch 2 community mixed in now, and this year finally. We're going to have the PlayStation community continue to get mixed in here. We're going to do LWF. Like, we have so much stuff that we're going to be doing that there's just no way that this can be a flop for us to come on here and hang out. I used to see IGN forums. That's how I met one of my friends, actually. Stunna, the dude that I game share with, I met him in a TNA Impact forum in around 2008. We went to events together. Early 2012 was a vibe. We would talk about our contracts. That's dope, man. Let me see. What is that you said? Machinima, da. We all worked at Machinima together. Oh, shit. So you actually worked at Machinima. I remember hearing about Machinima. That's cool. So you were in deep, man. You were in deep. That's dope. Yeah, I've never been to that level, you know. Back when we typed call. Oh, yeah, the call values. I remember those days. Question, my call body damage is red in universe mode, and when I import them into same thing, is there a quick fix? Or, oh, man, I've never heard of that issue at all. Yo, Carter, what message did you take back? LWF for life. Let me see. I was going to put some horns, but I don't want to scare you. I miss Rooster Thief. Warner ruined them. What's that? Early 2012 YouTube caused so much gamer burnout. Yeah, you know, social media in general, like the expectations with social medias has just shifted. The goalpost has moved, and people have done dumber and dumber things too. Like, not whoever you're talking about, but I'm just saying, like, the way streaming and like doing content has changed is crazy. Do playing WWE for content ever gets you burnt out or causes you to lose enjoyment for the game? Let me see how I could answer that in a truthful way. Yes. Yes, man. So, like, as the year wears on and it's like, let's say the game comes out in March now. So I'm trying to give you an example. When we're like around like August, like summertime, if the views are not hitting, the interest is not there, and like I'm not having as much fun with the game myself, you'll see that the amount of content will slow down. Like, if LWF is moving and grooving at that time, I'm going to be all in. I'm having fun, but it starts to get stretched out when LWF is no longer moving and grooving. It starts to get stretched out when the updates are no longer making the game better. There's no DLC to look forward to. Or if WWE in real life maybe is kind of sucking and I'm taking a break from watching it and I don't feel like I'm as in tuned with the product, maybe a little bit. But I'll tell you what I do for those that are wondering. I play other games. I do other things outside of what you see here. maybe sometimes I save my energy for just that 2 to 3 hour stream that you see me streaming, and I haven't played the game since the last time you saw me stream it. You get me? So like, I'll take my breaks when I need to take it. I didn't play this game all day today and all day yesterday. Well, I kind of ruined it because not ruined it, but I played it tonight. And yesterday, actually I'm lying. I played 2 matches on the Switch yesterday because I finally decided to open it up. But I didn't play all of Saturday for the most part. So like, I don't sit on the game all day, every day. And throughout the week, I play it even less than you can possibly imagine. So like, I try to keep a healthy balance with that. It's not easy because you want to level up, you want to do this, you want to stream that, you want to record this and this. You know, like, that's why I haven't even gotten to my review of the game, because I haven't been able to get through everything. Like, even though I'm content creating with and for WWE 2k26, you'll notice that like my playtime today on the Switch has been what, like about 3 hours. I played it yesterday for like maybe 30 minutes. So I put that amount there. On Xbox I have about 10 hours. That's 13 hours. On PlayStation I've got about 40 hours. So yeah, I've put in a good amount into the game itself, but it's been so spread out across the last 2 to 3 weeks that it pales in comparison to like other gamers that may feel the burnout a lot sooner. So that's kind of like my approach to it, to stay kind of like, I want to enjoy when I'm on the game. And the game is an escape for me. Like, you wouldn't see me get this game here just because I want to stream it. I got it here because I want to play it off stream when I'm laying down in bed, you know, about to go to sleep, or when we're going to on a trip and all that. Remember when we had to go on IGN website for WWE game roster reveals? I remember those days. Do you still use clips from the streams to upload videos and shorts? Sometimes I use it for B-roll. Yeah, like if I'm using an example from the stream, I'll do that. I don't do as much shorts as I would like to. Because it makes me feel like burnt out trying to clip stuff for like a short to try to make it go viral. My heart is not really into the shorts. I like this that we're doing, like the extra streams, and then I like the long form, the 8 to 10 minute videos. That's where my heart is at. So when I do shorts, it's because I really want to put something out there. Like, I have the unboxing recorded for WWE 2K, and I have the unboxing recorded for my Resident Evil trilogy. You're going to see shorts for that, and I'll probably upload a long form video for Resident Evil eventually, but I have those recorded and I haven't done it. Because I'm not really too big on the shorts like that, unless it's because I'm doing like an unboxing. But those IGN roster reveals, yeah, they were cool, man, back in the day. Strategy guys were awesome back in the day too. Yeah, you had to buy those. I used to upload old Riders Republic clips. I loved that game, man, but no one that I knew was into it. Like, is there anybody here that's excited for Forza Horizon 6? I want to stream that game, and I want to have like a community of players that we enjoy that game together, man. It's so hard to get people to jump on racing games with me, man. I usually play those by myself. You know, like I want to stream on my Gaming with Lexx channel too, you know? So that's kind of how I stay fresh with it. I play the WWE games like in season when I want to play it the most. I got to feel it. I got to feel it. I'm not in a hurry to get to level 40. If I was in a hurry to get to level 40, you think I would have gotten on the Switch tonight to play the Gauntlet? I would have gotten on the PlayStation to kind of finish that. Before then, I would have done it on Xbox that I had already done the Gauntlet. I'm not crazy about it, but maybe. Only game I'm excited for is Lego Batman. Oh, I'm looking forward to that one too. I'm probably going to end up streaming that one as well, actually. How fun has this stream been, chat? We've talked about everything. We've talked about the game. We've voiced our concerns and complaints and our food, and just like that, we're almost at 4 hours in with 91 people here, man. You guys are freaking amazing. And if you're sleeping, I'm gonna hit you with the horns. Oh yeah, I'm gonna stream GTA 6, and we'll be doing community meetups. We'll do. There has to be a stream outlet for me. I'm gonna be playing the shit out of that game. I don't know if I'll be good online. I'm playing online too much, but oh yeah, we was in deep with the X Defiant. Remember X Defiant? that game fell off, but I streamed it a couple of times and I was enjoying the crap out of that one and it died off. What a shame. That's a game that should have survived, but like Spike, hell yeah, we're getting into the 90s. GTA 6 is going to be so dope. I can't wait to play that game. But I'm more excited about like, because I know that GTA 6 there's a chance it could get pushed back, so I'll see it when we get there. But I'm excited for like Wolverine. You can pre-order the Lego Batman game now. That's probably gonna be the first Lego game I buy day one. I gotta see if my boy Stunner wants to game share that one. I hope he does. If not, then I guess I'll see. It's been a good discussion for sure. 90 people. I know. What makes me happy about this stream right here more than anything, guys, is that it's Sunday night, middle of the night or middle of the day for you. We have 90 plus people and the game's already been out for like what, 2-3 weeks now. Like the fact that, well, not 3 weeks. I'm talking shit because the game came out in March and we're still in March. The game came out last week for standard. That's why I feel like it came out so long ago. So 1, 2, oh, it's gonna be 3 weeks this week. So I'm not too far off. It's 2 weeks and change. The fact that the game's been out for 2 weeks and change, and we have 90 plus people here rocking with me, man. Shout out to y'all. I'm going to give y'all a little round of applause. I know it's cheesy. Where's it at? Where do I have it? I acknowledge you guys. Do I have the round of applause here? Where's it at? Crimson Desert, I'm sorry. It looks nice, but looks like a short. Yeah, nah. That game to me, it's not my type. I looked into it. Not my type. No need for me to give that one a go. Not now, at least. 5,000 different systems in one game is nuts. That is crazy. Keep the steam rolling. I'll be streaming tomorrow, man. I'll be streaming tomorrow. I mean, the more people tune in, the more I'll be streaming. Kind of feel like everyone is understanding your stance more and more. I kind of feel that way now too. Like that's why I was like, I remember like one time we had like a misunderstanding, or you saw me have a misunderstanding with someone. I'm like, no, but that's not what I'm trying to say. And it's not that I'm not trying to step on anyone's toes. I'm trying to be as honest as I can. Like I don't care about this. I care about that. I try making sure that you guys could see like where I'm at in all of this. Didn't hear the soundboard? Oh man, I'm so sorry. I did the acknowledgement and I waited. Jesus.
Acknowledge me.
How awkward. And then I did this. So you guys didn't even hear the horns earlier either. Kind of helps when the chat helps regulate the chat. Yeah, exactly. No, it does help because it makes people like see like, oh, maybe this guy's not full of shit. He's not just saying this. Lex, don't judge. I'm having a mini apple pie for dessert tonight. Man, what are you doing to me? Just got here, but man, the vibes are great. Hawk, you already know we're trying to hold it down. Yeah, there's no horns either to wake people. Yeah, we got it right here. But yeah, folks, I think we've definitely reached the end of the line because I know that if I eat and I get back on, I could probably last a while longer, but I don't want to give you guys a shit stream, and that's something that I have also had to learn the hard way. Make sure that I know when to hit end on the stream despite how many people are here rocking with me. And it's funny because you never know how many people are going to tune into the next stream. Maybe it'll be 30, maybe it'll be 50, it could be 100, it could be 20. You never, ever know. That's why I try to make sure that when people are here, they get the message. I will be live tomorrow. I will be dropping content. Thank you guys so much, man. I'll see you on the next one. Let's rock out to this little song. And I'll see y'all later. Let's go.
They said, kid, stay in your lane. You laced your boots up